Tsunade's angry performance opened everyone's eyes. There are some things that Hei Ming, who is Hokage, cannot directly speak to the patriarchs of those families. But Tsunade is different. This is not only her status in Konoha village, but more importantly, she does not belong to the real authority. There are some words that he can say directly. Uzumaki Haiming said it, and it was easy to be criticized. Therefore, Tsunade is the best candidate. The double spring between the two stunned everyone. Sharp. A group of family patriarchs were speechless by Tsunade. Especially talking about Hyuga Hazashi, what Tsunade said is extremely reasonable. Cloud Shinobi Village robbed Hinata that year and was killed by Hyuga Hiashi. They told Konoha Village to hand over the murderer, or there would be war on Konoha Village. The purpose, of course, is still a blank stare. Because Hyuga Hazashi looks like Hyuga Hiashi and is a person in the branch house, he went to take the blame. Now think deeply about this incident. The audience was all ashamed. 1. Hyuga Hazashi looks like Hiashi, so to take the blame, which means that what Cloud Shinobi Village wants is Hyuga Hiashi. But, what is the status of Hyuga Hiashi, that is the patriarch of the Hyuga clan? He opened his mouth to ask Konoha Village to hand over the patriarch of the Hyuga clan, but finally Konoha Village had no choice but to hand over Hyuga Hazashi. What if there is no Hyuga Hazashi in the Hyuga clan who looks like Hyuga Hiashi? The second is the so-called problem of Hyuga Hazashi's sacrifice in vain by Tsunade. The technique of Cloud Shinobi Village is well known in the whole ninja world. In order to strengthen their village, they especially like to rob other ninja villages of ninjutsu, secret art, blood succession and other cases. It's not the first time a robbery has happened. However, the purpose of their coming to Konoha Village is to look at the Hyuga clan. The result is the body of Hyuga Hazashi branch house, and Bayan was also destroyed by the seal because of Hazashi's death. This situation is definitely not acceptable to Cloud Shinobi Village. If the opponent really dares to declare war on Konoha Village, they will definitely not let it go. Surely there will be other reasons to keep putting pressure on Konoha Village. Obviously, the other party didn't dare to be serious with Konoha Village at all, so they reluctantly accepted Konoha Village's compromise. Based on the above 2 points, we can know. The original Sarutobi Hiruzen, the manifestation of the results of his actions, showed that Konoha Village could surrender the head of the Hyuga clan by default after compromising Cloud Shinobi Village. This kind of thing is outrageous. Handing over the patriarch of a clan is definitely a disaster for this clan. But if Sarutobi Hiruzen had been tough at that time, Shing Hazashi would not have died. And Cloud Shinobi Village did not dare to act rashly. Da Yemu. Okay, Konoha Village, which the old monkey has worked so hard for decades, may really be about to collapse. Terumi Mei. Since we can all infer this from Tsunade's words, the people in the world of Hyeming must be thinking about the same. Hyuga Hazashi. Hey! I didn't expect that at such a critical moment, I would become an example of changing the situation. Nara Luju. After all, no family members are willing to sacrifice their own clan members for no reason. Orochimaru. You are wrong, the deer and the ugly express their disapproval of your statement. Deidara. Itachi also disagrees. Uchiha Obito. Uchiha Itachi. Uzumaki Kushina. However, the people of Cloud Shinobi Village are real bandits, and I remember they kidnapped me when I was a teenager. Fourth Raikage. This kind of thing is normal. If we want to be strong, we will naturally do things that are beneficial to us. We have never deceived people in our own village. You can't use this to criticize me. Senju Tobarama. Golden horns and silver horns. Forget it. They belong to the rebels of your village. Tsunade left angrily. Naruto's feigned helplessness made everyone anxious like ants on a hot pot. The matter about Hyuga Hazashi has stimulated every family patriarch here. If Uzumaki Naruto really releases Sanagakure today, he will pay them 700 million mental damage fees. Konoha Village will definitely lose face in the eyes of everyone in other ninja villages. Wouldn't it be slaughtered by others? Isn't a village daring to trouble Konoha Village? People, the so-called strong. No matter how terrifying the strength is, if the heart is gone, then everything is equal to zero. No. Altogether, things must not go on as the envoy of the Daming Mansion of the Fire Nation said. If this continues, Konoha Village will be finished. Besides, the Kingdom of Fire no longer provides funds to Konoha. However, their income from Konoha Village is much higher than before. Under the leadership of Uzumaki Naruto, the difficulty of tasks has been reduced, and the salary has increased several times. Small countries like the Snow Country with ninja villages often send mission assignments to Konoha village. The rewards are quite a lot, and during the task period, I still perform with Shui Ren. Although they are very surprised that the leader of Zuiran, Lang Yushabang, not only does not object, but always responds with a warm face. However, in the case of Konoha Village Ninja and Shuenin United, many small countries around the Snow Country will occasionally send missions to Konoha. In other words, if you release the mission directly through Zuiran Village will hand it over to Konoha Village, and the two parties will cooperate to share the task reward equally. Sometimes the leader of Shui Ren is very generous and will give more shares to Konoha. Strange is strange, but people are not stupid. This must have dragged down the relationship between my 6th Hokage and Fenghua Xiaoshui. We don't eat or drink from the Daming Mansion now, why should we let them run amok? Yes. Isn't this coming to our Konoha village to mess around? I really don't understand what 6th Hokage is thinking. Hey, keep your voice down, what are you doing? Could it be that you want Konoha village to disassociate itself from the Kingdom of Fire? Can't we, our own village, we can be completely self-sufficient? Stupid. That way it might attract the attention of other countries. Aren't they all the same? Don't forget that we are protecting the Fire Nation, not the Fire Nation is protecting us. Even if we don't leave the Nation of Fire, we will be the ones who will fight when the war starts. Even if other countries want to start a war, it will depend on the strength gap between us and us. Whether we sever ties with the Nation of Fire or not, they should fight the same. If they dare not go to war, they also dare not go to war. Ah. What you said seems to make sense, but I couldn't refute it for a while. Anyway, I don't want 6th Hokage to agree to the request of the Daming House. In Konoha village, all kinds of rumors are overwhelming. The ninjas in Konoha village are quite resentful and resistant to the behavior of Daming Prefecture. The Nara clan. Nara Luju looked at the several family heads who came to the house with a sad face. Luju, you were Konoha's #1 think tank, and you were also Hokage's assistant with Master Tsunade. You had to find a way to solve this matter. Yes, for a long time, hurry up and think about it. Yamanaka Heiichi, Akamichi Choza, Inazuka Cho, Aburame Jiwei and other family patriarchs kept Nara Shikakusai in a tight spot. This. Nara Lu Joran is stupid. Uzumaki Naruto is the 6th Hokage of Konoha village. It is up to him to make a conclusion about the specific situation. This group of people dare not go to Tsunade, dare not go to Uzumaki Naruto. It's not over by catching him. Ahem. At this moment, just hear Hyuga Hiyashi cough lightly. Do you still remember the mask that attacked? It is the masked man who used a ninjutsu to blow up our back mountain and defeat Master Tsunade. I know. What's the matter? Although the patriarchs didn't know Uzumaki's real identity, the other party blew up Konoha's back mountain with just one ninjutsu. Easily defeated 5th Hokage through the summoned 9-faced Tsupoha. The strength is so terrifying, it is rumored to be Uchiha Madara. Let me tell you, I heard from Neji and Hinata that when the masked man fought against the 6th generation, he summoned 9 ferocious monsters that couldn't even defeat the 6th generation's shadow clone. 6th generation personally fought the masked man head-on, and even made the opponent back again and again. 6th Hokage's face remained unchanged after the war in his heartbeat. Danzo and the masked man are desperate and can't find anyone. Hyuga Hiyashi's voice falls to the ground. Everyone was taken aback for a moment before reacting. So that's how it is. No wonder my family, Ino, has been dazed with a smile on his lips every day since he came back. Ask her what's wrong, she just said Midem Hokage is really cool. It turned out to be such a cool method. Our dog, Inazuka, has been practicing like crazy since he came back. It seems that it was also stimulated by the purpose of 6th generation. He said that his contemporaries have become Hokage, and he is still Chunin. This gap makes him ashamed. So the Hokage from home is so fierce. The other patriarchs who were not very clear about this suddenly realized. Can you defeat the 9-faced Tsupoha summoned by the masked man with just Shadow Clone? This also means that the strength of 6th Hokage Shadow Clone is now equivalent to that of 5th Hokage Tsunade. Only strong but not bad. That's scary. As we all know, Uzumaki Naruto's own huge chakra can summon a surprising number of Shadow Clone. Although, they don't know that Naruto is using the wood-style avatar. But, no matter how you say it, The avatar has cage-level strength. How powerful is he himself? Inverted? Oh. No. Originally the relationship between Ninja Village and Daming Mansion is more of a complementary relationship. If it wasn't for the money problem, who would have listened to their arrangements and instructions for the development of Ninja Village? Since today's daimyo listened to other people's rumors and insisted on embarrassing Konoha Village, then don't blame Konoha Village for being rude. Lu Ju, hurry up and tell 6th Hokage what we mean. We absolutely cannot agree to the request of the Nation of Fire. If they still oppress us strongly with this attitude, we can't do it. Let's form a branch house with them. After all, you don't want your family members to be arrested and steal family secrets. This time, we are on the side of Master Tsunade. If 6th Hokage insists on doing his own thing, we will never forgive him. Things have come to this point. The ninjas in Baming World were stunned. They thought Uzumaki was going to press Konoha Village with a strong stance. His family followed him into a sect of its own. Who would have thought that under Uzumaki's series of operations, the patriarchs of these families in Konoha Village actually wanted to force Uzumaki to break with the Fire Nation? What a shrewd approach. If Himing oppresses the families strongly, there will definitely be dissatisfied groups. But, nowadays Uzumaki does not want to break with the Land of Fire, and all the major families want to break with Heimaki. Shimura Danzo. Huh. Look at the faces of this group of people. No one dared to say that Hiruzen was submissive. Sarutobi Hiruzen. Danzo, I beg you to shut up. I believe that under the leadership of Kuromaki, there is no need to fear external threats. Orochimaru. I didn't expect Mr. Sarutobi Hiruzen to become a sensible person this time. Utatane Kaharu. These idiots, they all fell into the trap of Uzumaki. Uzumaki Kushina. Trap? In your eyes, you don't really think that the patriarchs of this group of families are fools. Terumi Mei. Even if their analytical ability and strategic operation are not as fast as Nara Shikaku's brain, I feel that there is nothing like someone who can become the patriarch of a clan. Onoki. They simply think that following Uzumaki Kuromaki is safer, more secure, and life is better, so they actively choose to cooperate with Kuromaki to act. Uzumaki Naruto. What do you mean? Uchiha Sasuke. It means that this group of people has already seen what Kuromaki thinks. Just like the scene where Kuromaki and Tsunade played, some things cannot be expressed by Kuromaki himself, he needs to. It would be very bad for his reputation if he expressed his dissatisfaction with the Daming Mansion and demanded to form his own faction. Nara Shikamaru. But other families are going against each other. On the surface, Himing can only reluctantly agree to everyone's request. This is called conforming to the people's will. Nani. When Uzumaki heard the sound, he froze in place. Shocked pupils trembled. Although I couldn't understand it, I felt it was very powerful. The residence of Uzumaki Naruto is next door. Gaara and Temari sit nervously in the room. They heard that the Daming Mansion of the Nation of Fire sent people here. As I expected, I said that if the daimyo of the Land of Wind asks the daimyo of the Land of Fire to come forward, it is impossible to have no effect. I heard that Naruto asked to give him a few days. I think we can go back soon. Kankuro is different from the other two, his attitude is a little satisfied. Temari immediately gave him a blank look. Kankuro, there is no concrete result now, so don't talk nonsense here. What's the matter? Kankuro was stunned for a moment, then realized. You must have heard the rumors on Yi Street. I heard that the people of Konoha Village seem to object to Naruto's compliance with daimyo's arrangement. Kankuro shook his head, but suddenly sighed. Do you still remember our father? Why did he put all his eggs in one basket and go to war with Konoha? In the final analysis, it is the ignorance of the daimyo of the Land of the Wind. He handed over the entrusted task that originally belonged to us to the Alliance Village Konoha Village. But what can we do? Father can only wake up the name of the Kingdom of Wind through the war against Konoha Village. Hey! Ninja Village wants to fight against the Daming Mansion, unless it has a huge source of income in its hands, don't even think about it. However, the 9 voices just fell. There is a knock on the door. Temari hurriedly got up to open the door upon hearing the sound. The next second, she shouted in surprise, Naruto. 6th Hokage. You are. It's okay, come to Gaara. The 3 of you, siblings, have a home-cooked meal and a drink. Ah? You're not old enough to drink, are you? Temari, you really know how to joke. Your younger brother is already a cage-level character. Don't you drink at the wine table during the meeting? How to improve your relationship without drinking. Uzumaki Naruto and Temari chatted every sentence. Go straight to the living room on your own. Master 6th Hokage. Gaara looked at the ingredients in wine in Naruto's hand, and immediately stood up to greet him. Kankuro also followed behind Gaara, and asked curiously, Master 6th Generation, do you mean that you want to break up with us? Uzumaki Naruto laughed. You misunderstood, I just came to welcome the three of you to join Konoha. Before I wanted Sanagakure to pay you a ransom of 30 billion, but I have changed my mind now. I think the three of you, siblings, should think of a way to start a family and start a business in Konoha village in the future, and die of old age in Konoha. Uzumaki Koronaru's action finally begins. When he told Gaara to let the other party die of old age in Konoha village, everyone understood the meaning of Kuro Naruto. He finally got his wish and firmly grasped Konoha village in his own hands. For now, Konoha village, which has left the Kingdom of Fire to form its own school, must integrate more resources as soon as possible in the future. Only in this way can the long-term stability of Konoha village be guaranteed. Temari, Gaara, Kankuro. The three looked at Uzumaki Naruto in shock. He actually let 3 people die of old age in Konoha village. What does this mean? Could it be that Uzumaki Naruto and the envoy of the Fire Country daimyo had an in-depth discussion? Is the other party planning not to interfere in this matter? Didn't I hear that the daimyo of the Land of Fire was dissatisfied with Uzumaki Naruto? Could it be that Naruto has softened, so the daimyo of the Land of Fire doesn't want to continue to care about their Sanagakure matter? Looking at the astonished expressions of the three of them, Uzumaki Naruto beckoned, indicating that before dinner, Temari could go to the street to see the situation. With no time to think, Temari trotted all the way to Konoha village street. Looking from a distance, the roof of the Hokage office building under the Hokage rock is full of people. The leader is former Konoha village Hokage, 5th Hokage Tsunade. Behind her are the patriarchs of the major families and important Jonin members of Konoha village. Let's go. Let's go to the office building to listen to Master Tsunade's official announcement. It's amazing, it's amazing. I didn't expect that 6th Hokage would negotiate with the patriarchs of the major families to decide such a great thing. Ha ha ha. You didn't see it just now. I saw it with my own eyes. Uchiha Sasuke kicked the envoy of the Fire Country's Daming Mansion out of the house. Claimed that if Master 6th Hokage is not kind, let him go back and report the news. Today he must leave his head to vent his anger on Master 6th Generation. What? Temari stared blankly, her shock undisguisedly pervading her pretty face. Inverted? Under the leadership of Uzumaki Naruto, Konoha village actually rebelled against the control of the daimyo prefecture in the Land of Fire? Impossible. Absolutely impossible. Temari hurriedly followed the crowd and ran towards the Hokage office building. At this time, Gaara and Kankuro in the house heard the roar of firecrackers in the distance. But look at Naruto's smiling face. The two looked at each other, completely unclear about what happened in Konoha village. Gaara, don't you want a drink? Today is a happy day. Naruto raises his wine glass and shakes it at the dazed Gaara. 6th Hokage. You should call me Naruto, Hokage not Hokage, it sounds weird. Hearing this, Gaara paused for a while, but he only choked out a sentence. I'm not old enough to drink. Uzumaki Naruto shrugged and said with a smile, that's right, after all, you won't be Kazekage in the future, and you won't participate in important occasions. Uzumaki Naruto. Boom. Kankuro stood up excitedly. What exactly do you want? Why did you detain us in Konoha village? As a result, Naruto's next sentence stunned Kankuro. No need now, apart from Gaara, you and Temari are actually not very useful, you two can leave Konoha at will. Of course, I'm happy to accept your challenge when you return to Sanagakure. For example, if I am not angry enough to detain Gaara, I can lead Sanagakure to continue the war against Konoha village. I have already thought of the name of the plan for you too. As Death is Home, to rescue the jihad of 5th Kazekage. How about it, isn't it cool, audience? Put away your kamui, Uzumaki, please. Temari and Kankuro have already been tricked by you once, please let them go in kindness. The audience was stunned. What mistakes did Temari and Kankuro make in their previous lives? This life actually fell into the hands of Uzumaki Himing. People know exactly what medicine is sold in Himing Gourd, as long as the two dare to bring people to attack Konoha when they go back. Well, Sanagakure is about to suffer. Uzumaki Black Ming will definitely swing the so-called teacher of justice and directly receive Sanagakure into his hands. Cool your head. I'm not in the mood to joke with you, Uzumaki Naruto. No matter what Kankuro said, he is also a bloody Sanagakure ninja. If he and Temari really leave Konoha, Gaara might be tormented by the devil in front of him. As Gaara's older brother, Kankuro can't sit idly by. Shut up, Kankuro. However, at the critical moment, Temari's voice suddenly stops Kankuro. Temari. Kankuro was taken aback, unable to understand why the other party got angry by himself. However, right after that, Temari came to Naruto with a puzzled expression and said, Sir Sixth Hokage, what exactly do you want to do? Why did you, Fifth Hokage of Konoha Village, bring a group of high-level Konoha officials to declare a break with the Land of Fire? From today, Konoha Village will become an independent ninja village in the ninja world that is not affiliated with any force. What? Impossible. As soon as these words came out, Kankuro and Gaara were shocked on the spot and said nothing. They seemed unable to believe what they heard. Konoha Village. They actually took the initiative to declare that they would unilaterally break away from the Kingdom of Fire and form their own faction. Uzumaki Naruto didn't care about the surprise of the three. Nor did it stop Temari from telling Gaara and Kankuro what he saw. Tsunade leads the crowd to praise Uzumaki Naruto's leadership. Also, I justly criticized some things that happened in Konoha Village. In the future Konoha Village, there will be no such annoying things happening again. Because their sixth Hokage is very strong, beyond everyone's imagination. Because the daimyo of the country of fire listened to other people's slander and intended to target Konoha Village, from now on, he will leave the country of destruction when he is trapped. The nation of fire is no longer subject to any control, and everything inside Konoha Village does not need to be approved by the daimyo of the nation of fire. Really? Temari, are you sleepy with Phantom? Kankuro's mechanical voice made Temari's delicate body tremble. This is what scares her. Because she didn't feel anything strange at all. Explain that what she saw and heard is all true. Of course not, and the envoy sent by the Land of Fire has already been kicked out of Konoha Village by Sasuke. Gaara. The two brothers looked at Uzumaki Naruto, who was sitting quietly in disbelief. The other party didn't intend to talk to the two of them. This kind of thing, is there no objection? Gaara asked in surprise. Unfortunately, Temari just shook his head slightly. Not only is there no voice of opposition, but everyone seems to support this decision very much. I think this matter should have been planned for a long time. The patriarchs of the major families and the ninjas of all classes have long been prepared in their hearts. Master Sixth Hokage, I am right. You must have discussed for a long time before making this decision. Uzumaki Naruto heard the words, but sighed melancholy. Temari, you think me too evil. How could I be so stupid as to discuss this kind of thing with the ninjas in the village? After all, the Land of Fire hasn't given us any resources for a long time. We Konoha Village villagers and ninjas live in dire straits. There's no other way, it's the last resort to make trouble like it is today. Fart. Uzumaki Naruto's answer almost made Temari roll his eyes. Do you really think their three siblings are fools? During the few days they came to Konoha Village, their movements were not restricted. The attitude of the people on the street towards the three of them can be regarded as friendly. They have seen life in Konoha Village. Although it cannot be said that everyone is well clothed and well fed, it is definitely rich and colorful. Whether it is a ninja or a villager, life is very fulfilling. If there is no huge economic support, where would there be such a thriving scene? However, thinking of this, Temari's beautiful eyes trembled suddenly. She seems to have realized more important issues. That is such a rich life in Konoha Village, and Uzumaki Naruto, the leader of Hokage, must be indispensable. This guy. So capable. At the same time, an inexplicable fear arose in Temari's heart. The three siblings seem to have provoked some kind of existence that is more terrifying than the masked man. Master Sixth Generation. Since you have such strength, don't argue with us, Sanagakure. Let us go back. Until this moment, Temari finally gave in. She knows very well that if she recruits this terrifying existence in front of her again, she doesn't know what kind of things will be waiting for the three of them. Temari. Why? Kankuro shakes his hands and sighs. He just said that the two of us can go, but Gaara must stay. If we feel ashamed, we can summon the power of Sanagakure to save Gaara. Naruto. At this time, Gaara suddenly said. I finally understand why you made such an impolite request to Sanagakure for tens of billions. Your original intention should not be about money, nor our lives. It's to take advantage of this matter. Let the daimyo of the country of wind contact the daimyo of the country of fire, take the opportunity to attack you, and arouse the anger of the villagers of Konoha village. Under such passionate emotions, you can justifiably break free from the control of the Fire Nation. Am I right? Gaara's words made Naruto look at him more. As expected of a person who is about the same age as me and can become a shadow, the reaction afterwards is still very quick. But it is a pity that I only realized it after the fact, and it was too late. What nonsense are you talking about? Uzumaki Naruto smiled calmly, then looked Temari up and down. Let's decide like this, Temari and Kankuro want to go, no one will stop them. But Gaara is leaving. I guarantee that the three of you will not be able to leave Konoha village, and... Naruto sets his sights on Kankuro again. Kankuro trembled suddenly, trembling for some unknown reason. And I will tear him into pieces. Naruto points to Kankuro. Don't worry, I have fought against the masked man who threatened you before, and his strength is simply super rubbish. After so many years, if you can't even beat him, don't try to play tricks under my nose. Kankuro. Wait. Why am I so unlucky? Gaara is leaving. Why am I being torn to pieces? Temari. Nonsense, who told you to have a bad attitude when talking to him, you really don't catch your eyes. Gaara. Hey. Kankuro. Jiraiya. Huh. You are really a bunch of ignorant little brats. Gaara is an important figure in the Black Naruto Akatsuki organization. Nothing can happen, Temari. Jiraiya. He seems to have said that Temari has fair skin, so it must be Kankuro who is dismembered. Kankuro. I object. This reason is too nonsense. Can Temari be whiter than me? Temari. Please, you also know my hot temper. You see how honest I am in front of him, how much I respect him, that's why I'm fine. Tsunade. The most frustrating thing is that the intimidating Kankuro and Temari are obedient. In the eyes of Koronaru, their strength is super rubbish, which is a big blow to people. Shimura Danzo. Sneaky and thick-skinned, that's what I mean by Uzumaki. Uzumaki Kushina. That's right, our master Danzo is a man of integrity, who can compare with you. A certain cave. Uchiha Itachi in Anbu costume leans against the wall. Suddenly, the space was distorted, and Uchiha Obito wearing a mask suddenly appeared next to Uchiha Itachi. Obito was taken aback, and asked casually. Why are you wearing Konoha village Anbu's clothes? What about Akatsuki's clothes? Don't talk about this yet. Itachi said slowly. You asked me to investigate Sasuke, I don't think that masked man seems to be him. Yeah. Obito took advantage of the Kaido, and muttered to himself again. Who could that be? Could there be Uchiha hidden that night? I don't know about this kind of thing. Bring up the Uchiha massacre. Uchiha Itachi felt a throbbing pain in his heart. Especially after meeting Uzumaki Naruto, he realized how stupid he was. The so-called measurement is such a ridiculous thing. Itachi, now, the only thought is to quickly finish what Uzumaki Naruto told him, and before he dies, hand over the Sharingan to Uchiha Sasuke. Originally, Sasuke also wanted to ask Naruto to revive him after his death. But Uchiha Itachi refused. For a sinner like him, being able to meet Sasuke and his parents at the last moment is already the greatest grace from God to him. And he was sick, not an unnatural death. Resurrection is of little significance, the most important thing is that he needs to go to the world to face the dead souls. To atone for myself and my father. Let's not talk about it. I recently found out that Uzumaki Naruto of Konoha village seems to have a big secret. Look at this. This is the person I brought out from the secret room by secretly photographing him. Also, he gave this person to Hitaki Kakashi. Say it. Uchiha Itachi gave Obito the photo taken from a candid angle in his hand. What secret room? Who? What is Kakashi? Obito pretended to be disdainful, but when he saw the familiar figure in the photo, Sharingan's pupils suddenly closed, and Sanguyu suddenly turned into a dart shape. The sudden weirdness immediately shocked Uchiha Itachi. Looking at Obito whose arms were shaking slightly, Itachi called Naruto the whirlpool. He remembered Naruto's instructions, when the photo is handed over to the masked man, he must deeply record his every move. Especially if there is any abnormal behavior. Then, convey the news to yourself as soon as possible. I don't know who this person is, but it seems to be very important. Naruto handed her over to Hitaki Kakashi, and the two seem to be haunting around Mount Kikyo lately. Uchiha Itachi pretended not to see Obito's strangeness, and continued to ask calmly. Do you still need me to go back to Konoha to continue investigating? This is really exciting. The audience did not expect that Obito could not control his emotions after seeing the photo of Nohara Rin. The hated Sanguyu directly became Mangekyo. Uchiha Itachi is also the sixth child, with a calm expression, as if he was blind for a while and pretended not to notice the strangeness of the other party. It's busy. This time, Himing not only completely broke up with the Daming Mansion of the Land of Fire, but also forced Obito to explode emotionally. Reanimation Jutsu. Strictly speaking, this is a summoning technique. For the deceased, being manipulated by the summoning is a very dishonorable thing. Even Uchiha Obito couldn't bear to let Nohara Rin out through impure world reincarnation summoning. Uzumaki Naruto. No. It must be the dog thief Hitaki Kakashi who missed Nohara Rin, so she was summoned by this method. Unforgivable. Uchiha Obito was furious, but because Uchiha Itachi was still in front of him, he could only suppress the anger in his heart. Question. You said this was done by Uzumaki Naruto? He actually learned reanimation jutsu? Yes. It's because he used this technique to revive this woman that I think things are weird. I heard that he learned the shadow clone technique of 3rd Hokage's shuriken from a very young age, and his talent is not inferior to that of Orochimaru. In addition, he became the 6th Hokage of Konoha village at such a young age, so there must be something special about him. Uchiha Itachi continues to play with Uchiha Obito. Needless, Itachi said. Obito also knows that Uzumaki Naruto may have something to do. After all, if he dares to detain other ninja village, if he has no wrong thoughts, no ghost will believe it. So, Uchiha Obito suppressed the anger in his heart, and pretended to ask. So what is his purpose of resurrecting this woman? Have no idea. Itachi shakes his head. So let me ask you if you need me to go back and continue monitoring. Uchiha Obito waves his hand. As for Uchiha Itachi's thoughts, he is very clear about the purpose of the other party's desire to return to Konoha village. With the deep love the other party has for Konoha village, Uchiha Itachi definitely does not want Konoha village to leave the group. Also, Itachi should not believe Uzumaki Naruto, the 6th Hokage. After all, what the other party did seems to be a bit extreme, which is not good for the future of Konoha village. Uchiha Obito thought of this, looked at Uchiha Itachi. You don't need to go back. Since one-tailed Jinchuriki is still in Konoha village, our goal is Konoha village. You go back and meet Kisame first. I'll find Pain some time and discuss the capture of one-tailed Jinchuriki. After Uchiha Obito gave the order, the space distorted again, and he disappeared immediately. Uchiha Itachi heard the words, but his face under the mask sank. Sure enough. Naruto guessed right. The person in front of me is not Uchiha Madara at all. Then what is he? Uchiha Itachi has no impression of Obito. He was only 4 years old when he died. 3 people in Namikaze Minato's class. Except for Hitaki Kakashi, he doesn't know the existence of other people. Also, who is this woman? Uchiha Itachi muttered in his heart. It's just that it's not time to return to Akatsuki now. He must hurry back to Konoha village and tell Uzumaki Naruto everything. Also, since the masked man wants to hold a meeting with Pain, it proves that their Shao organization will also start to act. One Tail is in Konoha village. Uchiha Itachi must find a way to let Uzumaki Naruto know all this, and prepare for the battle against Akatsuki in advance. Deidara. Does that mean that Uchiha Itachi will betray the Akatsuki organization again and join Konoha village? Hidan. Little Deidara, the bastard Itachi was originally an undercover agent sent by Konoha village. Kakuzu. Impossible, Hidan, when did you become so smart? But I still can't figure it out, since Itachi is an undercover agent. Why does Obito use him? Conan. I don't understand either. Nagato originally didn't want to expose the situation of the organization to the 5 major powers, but he chose Itachi to come here to undercover. Uchiha Obito. No, the deal between me and Itachi is actually very reliable. If I don't make a move on Konoha village, he will honestly work for me. You have also seen it. In our world, he and Kisame successfully captured 4 tails. Nagato. Now is not the time to talk about such things, Obito. If I'm right, before you organize the meeting, you must go to Kikyo Mountain to take a look at Nohara Lin. Hitaki Kakashi. Hey! This time, I will fall into the trap of Hyeming. Uchiha Obito. That has to go too, Pujiri Mountain. Looking at Nohara Lin in front of him, Hitaki Kakashi lowered his head and sighed. Uzumaki Naruto gave him the task of fishing. Ji Yunan is really not Uchiha Obito, so when he sees Nohara Rin, he will naturally not have any mood swings. However, once the masked man came here to look for Hitaki Kakashi after learning that Nohara Lin was reincarnation by Impure World. That largely proves that the other party is Uchiha Obito. At this time, Nohara Lin didn't show any expression. Just walking quietly, as if walking with Hitaki Kakashi. In the forest, a scarlet eye stared round. He could see very clearly that apart from the cracks left on the body of the other party, the whole appearance of the other party was that of Nohara Lin. This means that Nohara Lin's soul is trapped in that fake body. Damn Hitaki Kakashi. Uchiha Obito was so angry that he broke off the branch next to him. The crisp sound suddenly made Hitaki Kakashi's body tremble violently, who was still hoping that the other party would not show up. Who? Kakashi is like a surprised rabbit. He has never been so nervous. If the masked man really appeared, what would it mean? Kakashi knew it very well, but he didn't dare to imagine that Obito was not dead, but the masked man who attacked Konoha village and killed teacher Minato and his wife. However, at the moment when Hitaki Kakashi was extremely nervous, suddenly, a burst of energy fluctuations came from behind him. He looked back suddenly, only to see a masked man in a black robe, who had sucked Nohara Lin into his eyes. Sharingan. As this time and space ninjutsu? Hitaki Kakashi is startled. At this moment, he was completely dumbfounded. The other party actually snatched Nohara Lin's Impure World reincarnation body, which means he is really. Who are you? Hitaki Kakashi roared almost insanely. However, in Obito's eyes, how ridiculous Kakashi is mad. In order to satisfy the yearning deep in my heart, I actually sealed the soul of the ball in this kind of mud field. What the hell are you trying to do? Kakashi. Uchiha Obito also roared angrily from the depths of his heart. However, he still suppressed the anger in his heart, and said calmly, it's just a ghost from the past, you can also call me Uchiha Madara. Uchiha Madara. Damn, Obito, are you out of your mind? It's this time, and you're still bearing my name, can people trust you? Hitaki Kakashi. Is there a possibility that Obito has already killed me at this time? As long as he kills me, no one will know about it. Tsunade. But wouldn't killing you confirm his identity more? Uchiha Madara. No, you and Lin have no relationship or reason, why did you take her away? Lin? Oh. Are you talking about this body of Impure World reincarnation? I am very interested in this ninjutsu. I happened to pass by here and just took it back to study. Yes, they are indeed a group of powerful ninjas. No matter how angry they were deep in their hearts, they still tried their best to hide themselves in order not to affect the plan. Uchiha Obito suppresses the anger in his heart. One eye turns to Hitaki Kakashi. Hitaki Kakashi. Konoha village copy ninja. I have the honor to hear your name, you are a very dangerous person. In order to prevent you from causing inconvenience to our plan, I think it is safest to kill you here. At this moment, Uchiha Obito finally has the intention to kill Kakashi. It was a pity that he was asked to protect Lin at the beginning. However, Obito didn't really blame Hitaki Kakashi, he knew that Lin died willingly by his hands. He also knows that Hitaki Kakashi didn't intend to kill Nohara Rin. Kakashi who failed to protect Rin Nohara is a fake Kakashi. A world without Nohara Lin is a false world wish. All this falsehood has no meaning to Uchiha Obito. In the world he created, there are Lin and Kakashi. In the world he created, everything is perfect. Kakashi was not surprised by the other party's words. At this time, he was thinking about the warnings Uzumaki Naruto gave himself. If the other party really appears, it is most likely Uchiha Obito. The ending is not as happy as Kakashi thought. The masked man really appeared, and he took Nohara Lin away. The opponent's excuse is so lame that Kakashi can't accept it. Are you really Obito? Uchiha Obito. What? When the other party calls Uchiha Obito's name, Obito is stunned. At this moment, he finally understood everything in a trance. Kakashi didn't miss Nohara Rin deeply and asked to release her Impure World reincarnation. The purpose of all this is just to target him. Bastard. Did I get tricked by Itachi? Uchiha Obito glared at Kakashi in front of him. In order to investigate his identity, Kakashi actually agreed to Uzumaki Naruto to send Lin Nohara to Impure World reincarnation. Unforgivable. This group of people deserves to die. I don't know what you're talking about. However, I am ruthless to Konoha village, so I will pay homage to it with your blood first. Uchiha Obito has decided to kill Hitaki Kakashi in front of me has completely become a running dog of Konoha village. Just to investigate my identity, that's all. He promised Naruto to imprison Nohara Rin's soul in Dirty's body. Just like him back then, he would not hesitate to sacrifice his companions for the mission. For the task, right? Obito knows it well, all of this is Kakashi's mission. Die. Uchiha Obito's figure is extremely fast. In the palm of the right arm, a black stick created by Yin-Yang Dun protruded impressively. The goal is the heart of Hitaki Kakashi. At the same time, Hitaki Kakashi, who guessed the other party's identity, was completely dumbfounded. Can't accept that the other party is Uchiha Obito's Kakashi, so I can only stand there blankly. Even though the black stick was about to poke his heart, Kakashi didn't respond except for his trembling body. Snapped. Uzumaki Naruto suddenly appeared in front of Kakashi, smashing the attacking chakra black stick with his palm. Boom. Another sidekick, kicking Uchiha Obito hard into the distance. It's okay, Kakashi. Might Guy followed closely, grabbing Hitaki Kakashi's trembling arms with both hands. Why, you are shaking so much? Might Guy feels distressed. Afterwards, Yurihong, Shiranui Genma and other ninjas who were in the same period as Kakashi rushed to the scene. It really is you, Uchiha Obito. Uzumaki Naruto's golden eyeshadow in his pupils in sage mode can't hide the anger in his eyes. Uchiha Obito. Kakashi looked at the masked man walking out of the smoke in surprise at the same time. He's Obito? Yurihong's beautiful eyes quivered in disbelief. Isn't he Uchiha Madara? Uchiha Madara? Uzumaki Naruto, who heard Uchiha Madara's name, looked disdainful, but said in a low voice, Uchiha Madara? How can Uchiha Madara care about a girl like Nohara Rin? Uzumaki Naruto suppressed the anger in his heart, and a few simple words immediately made the faces of the people present turn pale. There is no reason. How could Uchiha Madara have a reason to be in Haranohara Rin? Also, Kakashi and Obito may be the only people who care about Rin Nohara the most. Uchiha Obito? Their contemporaries are still alive. Obito. You took advantage of my birth and summoned 9 tails in Konoha village, killing so many people. Today, have you thought about how you will die? What? As soon as Uzumaki Naruto said this, everyone turned pale with shock. The chief culprit of the 9 Tails rebellion was actually the mask in front of me in update. No, it's actually Uchiha Obito. However, Uchiha Obito said nothing. Uzumaki Naruto showed a hint of ridicule when he saw this. Do you still want to pretend to cover up your identity now? Okay. Uzumaki Naruto put his fingers together, then lowered his arms and said with a smile, now you can go back and see what the Nohara Lin you took away looks like. To tell you the truth, I specially prepared her Impure World reincarnation for you. Except for me, no one can relieve her from being controlled. Moreover, after I release her soul restraint, I can also reincarnate her from Impure World reincarnation later. The Nohara Lin you took away just now is just a pile of rotten dirt. Cruel. Too cruel. In the world of Beiming, the audience couldn't help feeling a little displeased with Haiming's methods. Nohara Lin is really not wrong. What Uzumaki Haiming did was simply too much. Pity Uchiha Obito is his father and mother enemy. Naturally, Uzumaki would not show mercy. Rin Nohara. Hey. I finally understand why Koronaru keeps me in the form of Impure World reincarnation. Uchiha Obito. Lin, it's all my fault for making you suffer. Uzumaki Kushina. Hey, that kid doesn't seem to care about anything just to avenge me and Minato. Namikaze Minato. I really don't want to see him like this, he's like this. That kid is really miserable. Hitaki Kakashi. I'm not worried about Lin. Her role is nothing more than Kuromaki's revenge on Obito. Maybe after Koronaru ends his revenge, he will definitely not continue to torture Lin. Uchiha Obito. If it's like that, it's fine. Torture. Even if something like this happened in another world, Obito still felt a heart-wrenching pain in his heart. This kind of pain is even more painful than watching Nohara Lin fall to the ground. The people behind Uzumaki Naruto are naturally old acquaintances of Obito. Obviously, everything the other party does is to trick him into taking the bait. Unfortunately, he actually fell into the hands of the 6th Hokage who looked much younger than him. Asshole. Uchiha Obito's eyeballs are bloodshot. As Uzumaki Naruto said, now when he who has mastered reanimation jutsu, he can control Nohara Rin's Luo Tien's body at will. Uchiha Obito doesn't have any good ideas at all. He wished to tear Uzumaki Naruto into pieces, but judging from the current situation, it would be irrational to start a war with Naruto. Besides, what surprised Obito was that the opponent's palm just now directly smashed the black stick he created with the yin-yang dun. There is also that kick. The heavy force caused Obito to set off a storm in his heart. The Naruto in front of him is not weak. Sage mode? Uchiha Obito stares into Naruto's eyes for a few moments. The magic of Mount Myoboku really lives up to its reputation. Naruto. At this moment, Hitaki Kakashi finally regained some strength. He just said that he passed by here and took Lin's body away in order to study the impure world reincarnation. Look, he might not really be Obito. Hitaki Kakashi grabbed what Obito said before, like the last straw. However, Uzumaki Naruto sneered, it's too easy to distinguish between yes and no. Mr. Kakashi, if you still have doubts in your heart, then we can use your left eye to cast reanimation jutsu to see if Obito can be summoned. But I don't think there's any need for that kind of trouble. Uchiha Madara. It's so ignorant. Now I feel more and more that Obito is really stupid. He didn't take back his Sharingan. First, he was defeated by Hitaki Kakashi in the 4th Ninja World War. Sharingan. There is nowhere to hide his identity. It is inevitable for a guy like this who is not firm in his heart to lose to Ming Zuo and team up. Senju Hashirama. Madara, you were wrong to say that. You were optimistic about Uchiha Obito at the beginning, and you chose him as your successor. Uchiha Madara. Uchiha Madara. Hashi is hot, you talk too much. Black Zetsu. A guy who is not firm enough in his heart really can't achieve great things. Compared with me and Madara, Obito is far behind. Nagato. Compared to Himing, he is far behind, and Himing is also very decisive in doing things. Terumi Mei. Oh, I saw Obito's memories through our world before, and Nohara Lin can be said to be the representative of a gentle girl. Onoki. How can a person who achieves great things bend down on a woman? Now I feel that Himing is indeed shrouded in the light of a leader. He never relents when he should be ruthless. Uzumaki Naruto's words immediately made Kakashi shut up. He looks at Obito in front of him. Obito, there is no need to reinstall it. Why? Why is it you? You. Shut up. You trash. Hitaki Kakashi's voice suddenly made Obito, who was already on the verge of being marginalized, collapse. He pointed at Hitaki Kakashi, as if venting all his unwillingness on him. In order to complete the task, you hurt Lin again. Kakashi, if you want to say why, it's all because you refused to save Lin. Obito. Speaking of Rin Nohara, Hitaki Kakashi has always blamed himself. Because he was unable to protect the opponent, he forced the opponent to rush towards his own rakery. It was he who failed to fulfill his promise with Obito. The one who should shut up, I think it's you. Uzumaki Naruto roars. The powerful chakra erupting from his body suddenly made the people around him feel an inexplicable fear. This 6th Hokage, such a terrifying chakra can burst out. It was also this shock that immediately cheered Kakashi up again. Ninjas go out to perform missions, there is no reason why people can't die. Uzumaki Naruto in golden arrogance rages at Uchiha Obito on the opposite side. This kid. Is this the bursting power of the perfect nine-tails Jinchuriki? Sure enough. Obito secretly squeezed a cold sweat in his heart. However, he didn't take it to heart. After all, he wanted to escape with his pupil skills, and no one could stop him. It's you instead, Uchiha Obito. You who called out to be Hokage every day since you were young, what did you do? My father and mother have always placed high hopes on him, but what about you? When I was born, the seal of 9 tails was loose, and I went to Konoha village to release 9 tails to wreak havoc on Konoha for no reason. As the Uchiha clan, for Sharingan, you colluded with Shimura Danzo to kill your own clan. A disloyal scum like you has no right to accuse others. Lin? He. If you don't tell me, I'd have forgotten about it. I really should let Nohara Jizi see what you look like now. As soon as Uzumaki Naruto said this, Uchiha Obito's heart trembled. No. Nanahara Lin must not be allowed to know all this. Especially when I think of the promise I made with Nohara Lin back then. The other party's face was full of joy. Uchiha Obito is distraught. He inexplicably felt waves of fear attacking him. If Nohara Lin knew what she had done, what kind of expression would the other party look at her with? Disappointed? Angry? Still? No, absolutely not. The moment Uchiha Obito's pupils trembled, he was caught by Uzumaki Naruto. Suddenly, Naruto frowned. Is this your opponent? Actually for a woman. He. Uzumaki Naruto suddenly let out a deep sneer. Then shook his head. Obito, Naruto. However, at this time, the voice of Nine Tails suddenly came from Naruto's mind. Naruto. What's wrong with you? I know you hate him quite a lot in your heart, but don't be distracted by him. You need to stay calm. Kurama. Uzumaki Naruto said with a stern smile. I thought he was a guy with ups and downs. But now it seems that he is just an immature little boy. For a woman, willing to take the bait and expose her identity, this kind of mind. Even if he fights with me, he is not even worthy to carry my shoes. And I heard from Uchiha Itachi that he is the real boss behind the Akatsuki organization. What kind of organization can a person like this bring out? I thought it was such a mysterious guy, but they can be led by this kind of rubbish. It seems that it is nothing more than that. Nine Tails let out a sigh of relief upon hearing this. However, I still persuaded, Naruto, I know your means and strength, but we must always be vigilant. I know, don't worry, Kurama. I know what I know. Deidara. Kakuzu. Hoshigaki Kisame. Nagato. Konan. Hey, what are you doing? Red Sand Scorpion. It's just speechless, because of Obito's behavior, our entire Akatsuki organization seems to be underestimated by Hymen. Hitaki Kakashi. Obito, the audience in Beiming World was numb. Whoever provokes must not provoke Uzumaki Hymen. It's just mental torture. No matter how bad Uchiha Obito is, he is also a ruthless character who announced the Fourth Ninja World War in Beiming World. It's a pity that in Hymen's world, he is like super trash in Hymen's eyes. Not only was He Ming ridiculed for his personal behavior, but even the Shao organization was ridiculed. Uchiha Obito. I originally wanted to crush you to ashes. But seeing that you are so worthless, I will give you a choice. After speaking, Uzumaki Naruto suddenly threw a scroll at Uchiha Obito's feet. This is the sealing technique of our Uzumaki clan, and the ghouls are sealed. At the beginning you forced my father to use the ghoul to dedicate his soul to the Shinigami. Now, I will give you time to learn this sealing technique, and then contribute your own soul to Shinigami. Otherwise. When the voice fell, Uzumaki Naruto suddenly showed fierceness. Otherwise, I will perform Ghoul Seal and dedicate Nohara Lin's soul to Shinigami. What? Hearing this, everyone turned pale with shock. This time, not only Uchiha Obito, but even his contemporaries were horrified. Impossible. Yurihong objected first. You are our Hokage, there is no need to use the Ghoul Seal just to get angry. If that's the case, sealing the ghouls is originally a kind of ninjutsu. Even if Rin Nohara's soul is sealed to Shinigami, Naruto's soul will. Ha ha ha. Ha ha ha. Hearing this, Uchiha Obito suddenly opened his mouth wide and laughed crazily. Uzumaki Naruto, are you scaring me? Did you hear that? The ghouls are all sealed. However, before Uchiha Obito finished speaking, Uzumaki Naruto interrupted him with a gloomy face. You don't have to believe my words, but let me tell you, just don't regret it when the time comes. You should also be aware that the souls of those who are sealed off by ghouls will be entangled with Shinigami for life and cannot enter the Pure Land world. Obito. A rubbish like you is not worthy of being my opponent. Think about it yourself, or say. You can also imagine how Nohara Lin's soul can't get peace. The voice fell. Uzumaki Naruto ignored Uchiha Obito, and immediately turned to look at the crowd. Let's go back to Konoha village, hiss. Uzumaki Hymen is really decisive in doing things. Ghouls sealed, you Uchiha Obito choose yourself. Should I contribute my soul to the Shinigami, or let Nohara Rin's soul contribute to the Shinigami? When watching Sarutobi Hiruzen vs Orochimaru. Sarutobi Hiruzen said that the caster and the castee will never have the possibility of reincarnation after their souls belong to Shinigami. They will be entangled with Shinigami forever and generations to come, and they will die. Moreover, if you want to use Ghoul Seal Undo and deal with Shinigami, you will sacrifice your life. In the entire ninja world, except for the undead Orochimaru, no one dares to dance God tier in front of Shinigami. Of course, Haiming can too. Even if he has the ability to go back in time, he will not be affected by ninjutsu even if he uses the Ghoul Seal. The Torment of Despair. For Uchiha Obito of Black Naruto world, it was an absolute ordeal of despair. Not only did he have to face the torment of Uzumaki Kuranin and reanimation jutsu's manipulation of Nohara Rin. He also had to endure the torment that Uzumaki Kuranin made him conditions. Do you choose to contribute your soul to Shinigami yourself, or let Uzumaki Kuranin contribute Nohara Rin's soul to Shinigami? Or just let it go, betting that Uzumaki Hyeming is scaring himself? But what if Uzumaki Koronaru had a way to cast Ghoul Seal without affecting himself? All kinds of accurate answers that Obito cannot have will make him toss and turn day and night, making it difficult to sleep. Suspicious at the same time, everything did not dare to draw conclusions decisively. After all, these things are directly related to Nohara Rin. Moreover, if Obito really chooses to perform Ghoul Seal, then his soul will always exist in the hands of Shinigami in pain. If I don't choose, in case Uzumaki really has the means to contribute Lin's soul to Shinigami, then Obito will crash even more. Uchiha Madara. Hiss. This kid Hyeming is really ruthless, he actually asked the king to hand over his soul. Senju Hashirama. Hey. Is he really the reincarnation of Ashura like me? Senju Tobirama. Brother, he has now fused Ashura's chakra with Indra's chakra, and has long been immune to Ashura's influence. Terumi Mei. Either hand over your soul, or watch the soul of your beloved girl being taken away by Shinigami. This is Onoki. Uchiha Obito, people are numb. Fourth Raikage. I am announcing now that the name of Shinobi Darkness will be transferred from Danzo Dono to Kuro Naruto. It doesn't hurt or itch to play. Shimura Danzo. The old man is really convinced. I didn't expect that Hyeming could do such a thing, so that Obito's soul can't rest in peace after death. Hitaki Kakashi. At least in our world, Obito, who helped Bai Ming, met Lin after his death. Lin didn't blame him. The two of them happily stepped into the Pure Land world together. Maybe in that world, even if Obito and Lin are dead, at least Obito is happy, but Yurihong. It's a pity that in the world of Kuromaki, even if Uchiha Obito dies, Uzumaki Kuromaki will not let him find peace, and it is even more impossible for him to be in the same soul as Nohara Lin. Square World. Udatain Kaharu. Oh my god, when you say this, I only feel that the fate of me, Yan, and our family is good. Mitokado Homura. Kaharu, shut up quickly, don't take any chances, in case Kuranin gets excited one day, we will come out again, and by the way, our souls. Contribute to Shinigami and we'll be in trouble. This was perhaps the cruelest punishment for Uchiha Obito. After all, in Obito's world, his mind is full of Rin Nohara. Even if he was defeated by Naruto's Zuiden in the fourth battle, it was because he remembered the agreement with Nohara Lin. But in Hyeming's world, Obito doesn't have to think about meeting Rin Nohara. Death is not terrible for ninjas. And with Hemming's IQ, he also knows that Uchiha Obito is not afraid of death. Otherwise the other party would not have been crushed under the boulder in order to protect Hitaki Kakashi. So no matter how to execute Obito, Hyeming thinks that he can't solve the hatred in his heart. The only thing that can make Kuromaki happy is the inner fear from Uchiha Obito, and the fact that he will never be able to meet Nohara Rin under any circumstances. Even if it is reincarnation, two people can only vote for one. Ruthless. It is indeed too ruthless. In the dim cave, Uchiha Obito sat on the rock blankly. He doesn't know how he came back here, especially the ghoul sealing scroll in his hand. He actually took it back by some strange and unexpected circumstances. Why? Why would I take this scroll back? Could it be that I'm really afraid of Uzumaki Naruto's threat? Obito felt cold sweat constantly breaking out from his palms. Afraid? Are you really afraid of the other party? Recalling Uzumaki Naruto's confident appearance again, I feel guilty again. The appearance of the other party does not seem to be scaremongering. Is there really a way for him to use the ghoul seal while ensuring that he will not die? Uchiha Obito panicked. My mind is full of Uzumaki Naruto's chic turnaround. Let's go back to Konoha village. That kind of appearance that doesn't give him any room for negotiation at all. It seems that he is really not afraid of the ghoul being sealed up. If this is the case, then Nohara Rin's soul will belong to Shinigami, and when the time comes. By the time. Hoo-hoo. Uchiha Obito gasped heavily. The choice Uzumaki Naruto gave him was like a huge boulder, weighing him down. Obito. At this moment, a hoarse voice suddenly startled him into a cold sweat. Looking closely, the person who came was Ju, and the one who spoke was Black. It's really useless, Black Zetsu thought to himself. As early as Uchiha Itachi gave Obito a photo, Obito left in a hurry, and Black Zetsu felt that something was not right. Sneaking up to see, Dai Wang was intimidated by Uzumaki Naruto. What makes Black Zetsu speechless even more is that Uzumaki Naruto's intimidation is so deadly to Uchiha Obito. Absolutely. Obito hastily adjusted his breath, pretending to be nonchalant. Don't pretend, I've seen it all. It's not like you, Obito. Black Zetsu's hoarse voice sounded again. Don't forget your identity, you will eventually become the savior of this world, you must not be hit because of this small setback. Fighting dead ghosts is a ninjutsu that kills people together, Uzumaki Naruto is obviously bluffing you. Black Zetsu and White Zetsu, the Japanese try to encourage the king of bands in front of them with one sentence. Moreover, according to reliable information, Konoha village broke away from the Fire Nation's control 2 days ago and became a faction of its own. This clearly reflects the character of Uzumaki Naruto, he is a madman who doesn't care about anything. Why are you afraid of this kind of person? Black Zetsu's information made Obito startled. The intelligence information is so poor that he did not expect that Konoha village would leave the Fire Nation. This is a big deal. This information is true or false? It's absolutely true. Black Zetsu continued. Uzumaki Naruto dares to let Konoha village break away from the Fire Nation's control to form a school of its own, and the Fire Nation daimyo will definitely not let him go. Look good, the big battle is just around the corner. It's time for us to get ready, because it's time to collect tailed beasts. And taking advantage of the chaos on both sides, it is our opportunity. Black Zetsu's voice fell to the ground. Uchiha Obito just nodded slightly, and didn't say much. This action immediately made Hei feel dissatisfied. This girl is really scared out of her wits. No wonder Uzumaki Naruto said that Obito is rubbish, super rubbish. After so many years, this guy can still be forgiven. Do you really think you are an infatuated lover? Obito. Black Zetsu said with black iron and steel. Even if the matter is really as Naruto said, how do you solve it? In order for Nohara Rin's soul to rest in the ground, do you want to contribute your soul to Shinigami? I advise you not to be stupid, this world is not the real world. The world you create is the real world, Rin Nohara, Hitaki Kakashi. Everyone is what you think, correct? Black Zetsu changed the subject and came to Obito's side. Even if you want to solve the distress in your heart, shouldn't you solve Uzumaki Naruto? He is Jinchuriki from Nine Tails, he was our target. I think based on his hatred for you, his goal is not Nohara Rin but you, so before you make a choice, he shouldn't really do anything. However, what we have to do is to take the lead before he makes a move, and everything will be solved naturally. These words made Obito's eyes shine brightly. Yes. What Black Zetsu said makes sense. Since you can't solve the trouble in your heart, then go and solve the person who raised the trouble, and you're done. Black Zetsu. You are right, I think I should go to Pain now to discuss the implementation of the plan. Also, I'm going to find Hoshigaki Kisame and tell him to be careful of Uchiha Itachi, that guy betrayed me. Hearing this, Black Zetsu suddenly became inexplicably angry. Idiot. Uchiha Itachi ran in the direction of Konoha village so King early, he didn't return to the Akatsuki organization at all. Forget it, Obito, Uchiha Itachi has already run away. Seeing that Obito finally regained his sanity, Black Zetsu didn't want to continue hitting him. Let's discuss the implementation of the plan. Tell Pain. Go directly to Konoha village to capture Gaara, and take away Uzumaki Naruto by the way. Although he is the last target, he can also be caught in advance, using the black stick created by Yin Yang Dun to seal his chakra. Close him up for a few days, he won't die. Black Zetsu's words gave Obito great encouragement. This allowed him to finally get a chance to breathe. Afterwards, Leishi's eyes also turned cold. Target. Go straight to Konoha village and kill Uzumaki Naruto. Awesome. Uzumaki Himing's methods are already steady and ruthless. However, his opponent is not good at it. Black Zetsu. An old monster who has lived for thousands of years, the man behind the ninja world, and the director who controls everything. Is this going online with Uzumaki Black Naruto? The audience was hooked. As Uzumaki Naruto said, with Uchiha Obito's heart, even Krypton's life is not worthy of carrying shoes for himself. However, behind them is a third brother of Sage of Six Paths who has lived for 1,000 years, a military advisor who controls the development of the ninja world. Black Zetsu, Black Naruto. The first time the two fought in disguise, it looked like Black Zetsu had the upper hand. Under his teasing, Uchiha Obito at least took a few breaths. Hitaki Kakashi. Hey! Black Zetsu can see it clearly, he even saw that Himing's purpose is to force the king to commit suicide. Terumi Mei. This kind of thing is logically not difficult to understand. Himing caught Obito's psychology. Obito is in charge. He may be nervous for a while and didn't think that Himing would not attack Nohara Lin before he made a choice. Shimura Danzo. Humph. I'm laughing to death. Black Zetsu is a dog-headed military strategist. He doesn't know Uzumaki's method at all. He is cheating Obito. Orochimaru. No way, the only person Black Zetsu can use to perform infinite Tsukuyomi now is Obito. He certainly can't let the ugly end like this. Uchiha Madara. If Uchiha Obito knew that Haiwu could go back in time to ensure that he would not die, and that he had a way to release the souls sealed by ghouls, the two of them might not think so. Senju Tobirama. I feel that the hope that I raised is finally shattered, and then Uchiha Obito will collapse even more, and the Black Zetsu in the world over there will also be miserable in the pit of Obito. Deidara. It's alright, stop discussing, now our Akatsuki organization is about to start taking action. What a miserable situation for Nima. Brother Scorpion and I will face Hei Ming when we come on stage. Kakuzu. I just don't know if Orochimaru told Haimaru that I like money, whether he is interested in recruiting me into the team. Don't say anything else, just give the money, or let me be the finance of Konoha village. I don't need to spend the money, just pass my hands or fine. Let me guard the money in Konoha village, absolutely safe. Hidan. Kakuzu. What's so exciting about this? How much money can Konoha village have? Kakuzu. HMPH. You have no brains, you are just in the early stages. Himing is powerful, and he will naturally have as much money as he wants in the ninja world. You know a hammer. I don't know if this is the world over there. If you know, I will definitely chop it up for you first, and then propose to add Konoha after burying it. Conan. Credit. Door. Long, the Kingdom of Fire, because of the name plaque. Ah. Boom. The daimyo of the Fire Nation, who was eating, put the bowl on the dining table. Tell me again, what does Uzumaki Naruto mean? Back to your name. Uzumaki Naruto rebelled. After he drove me away, he announced that Konoha village had nothing to do with fire. They have Konoha village in a family of their own. Impossible. Absolutely impossible. Daimyo waved his hand. They are just a group of ninjas who know how to practice and fight every day. They know how hammer operates. Without our country of fire providing them with long-term and stable financial guarantees, how long can they expect to entrust tasks? Uzumaki Naruto is young and fooling around. Are the ninjas in Konoha village also stupid? Follow the fooling around. At the same time, Shimura Danzo was lying at the door listening to the daimyo's anger inside the house. Suddenly, a big hand patted Danzo's shoulder lightly. Who? Danzo turned around in horror, and it was none other than the face numbness who came. You are still alive. Danzo was terrified, but he was relieved when he saw that the person who came was an acquaintance. Snort. Uzumaki Naruto is strong, but it is not that simple to kill me. Myanmar snorts coldly. Therefore, he said in a serious tone, don't talk about this. I heard the news from the outside world that Uzumaki Naruto led the people of Konoha village to create a rebellion against the daimyo. I know. Daming Huo just got the news and is on fire at the house. Yeah. Myanmar heard the words and nodded slightly. What about you? What are your plans now? I'm messing with Danzo again. From the moment when Ma Mian appeared, the audience understood the other party's intention. This is Uzumaki Black Ming to spy on information again. Not only to spy on intelligence, but also to lead Shimura Danzo by the nose. Really put Danzo to death. Shimura Danzo. The old man is really convinced. Is it true that Uzumaki Himing is lingering, and he just grabs me and counts as the end of it? Onoki. H4th Reikage, Terumi Mei. This is the darkness of tolerance in their world, Master Shimura Danzo. Unexpectedly, Uzumaki Black Ming completely broke the defense. It can be seen how terrifying Himing is in their hearts. I don't know, now we have to look at the meaning of the name of the country of fire. Danzo just finished speaking. Mi and Ma immediately snorted heavily. Trash. You idiot, how can you wait for the meaning of the name of the country of fire? Now is definitely the best chance to take down Uzumaki Naruto. Danzo, you have to remember clearly that the land of fire and Konoha village complement each other. Even if the daimyo gets angry again, if there is no Konoha village, the safety of the land of fire will be seriously threatened. In this case, if the daimyo of the land of fire chooses to compromise for the sake of safety, you will never be able to regain everything you lost in this lifetime. The numbness of the face also made Danzo frown. Why is he not clear about what the other party said, but now? What can I do? Danzo, seeing Danzo's silence, Mi and Ma immediately said, you should go and give the daimyo of Fire Nation a boost. Nowadays, Uzumaki Naruto is domineeringly detaining Kazekage of the Land of Wind, which is totally looking down on Sanagakure. If he dares to seize Fengying today, he will dare to snatch the resources of the Kingdom of Wind tomorrow. Uzumaki Naruto is the one who doesn't suffer. If the Kingdom of the Wind doesn't give him 30 billion, he might just grab something else. No money? If you don't have money, use people to offset it, and use resources to offset it. The face is numb and the words are over. Shimura Danzo came to his senses, with a mournful face, his expression immediately laughed. You mean? Right. The current Fire Nation daimyo, Wind Nation and Sanagakure, all three of them are enemies of Uzumaki Naruto. You have to seize the opportunity to tell the daimyo of the Nation of Fire that Sanagakure is the best combat power, and it doesn't matter if you spend a little more money. When you take down Konoha village, nothing will come back. What's more, it is also the idea of Uzumaki Naruto and Tsunade's faction to declare their own family this time. There are still many people in Konoha village who are dissatisfied. You can use your previous influence to contact them. When the time comes, you will be able to fight Uzumaki Naruto even more. Night, as long as you kill Uzumaki Naruto and Tsunade faction, the control of Konoha village will naturally return to your hands. Mi and Ma chuckled lightly. What's more, it's not just that the daimyo of the country of fire, Konoha, has his own school. No daimyo will allow this to happen. You just need to let the fire country daimyo contact other daimyos to hold a meeting. Daimyo from other countries will inevitably put pressure on their ninja village. At that time, you just need to take the opportunity to hold the 5 Kages meeting as the new Hokage to discuss the crusade against Konoha. Isn't the big league war starting this time? The two of us are not Uzumaki Naruto's opponents. Can Konoha village fight against so many countries? Also, you should be very aware of those ninja villages' desire for Konoha village secret arts and blood inheritance. The oppression between the big names, the secret technique of Konoha village outside and the penetrating sense of blood successor. Ninja villages in other countries seem to have no reason to refuse. Hei Ming's idea for Danzo left the audience dumbfounded. The daimyo of any country absolutely does not allow their ninja village to become a family of its own. Since Hei Ming dared to be the first, the other big names would definitely kill him to make an example of him. In this case, the daimyo will definitely fully support his ninja village in launching a war against Konoha village. In addition, if Danzo proposes to provide other ninja villages with Konoha village's ninjutsu, secret art, and blood succession limit, they have no reason not to go to war. Moreover, in the situation of playing one more, other countries are obviously sure to win. It still has to be you. Danzo was shocked after hearing Mi and Ma's plan. This plan is simply flawless. Uzumaki Naruto is giving him a chance to go to other places to recruit soldiers. However, while Danzo was shocked in his heart, the surface is still calm. The old man knows. Inside, I'm going to tell daimyo now. Plan of. Unite other countries, go straight to Konoha village, and kill Uzumaki Naruto. Are you ready for the 4th Ninja World War? The audience was so nervous that they kept swallowing, and some people's cheeks were already covered with cold sweat. They don't know what direction the follow-up development will look like. It should be difficult to get along well between the Shao organization and the 5 major powers. As the leader on the bright side, it is impossible for Pain to forgive the damage that the 5 major powers have done to Rain Shinobi Village. Moreover, the members within the organization are almost all defected ninjas from the 5 major countries. Plus Uchiha Obito once controlled 4th Mizukage and persecuted Kirigakure. The Akatsuki organization should collect tailed beasts in its own way. Konoha Village, Akatsuki organization. The Fire Country daimyo teamed up with the ninja villages of the other 4 major countries. Perhaps they are very likely to attack Konoha Village with the ninja villages of the surrounding small countries. 3 forces. Konoha Village resists the entire ninja world with its own situation. Perhaps, the villagers and ninjas of Konoha Village will be shocked when they know what will happen in the future. Senju Hashirama. In this way, once the war breaks out, wouldn't Uzumaki take the place of Uchiha Obito in our world? Senju Tobirama. At least according to the current situation, Hemming's situation is much more troublesome than Obito's. Jiraiya. At the beginning, Obito was only facing the 80,000 ninja coalition forces of the 5 major countries, and Hemming should be facing the 4 major foreign countries plus small countries, as well as the Akatsuki organization. The situation was more difficult than that of Obito at that time, not to mention that Obito still has 100,000 white Zetsu. Yukushi Kabuto. You can't say that. Don't forget that today's Kurenai can cast reanimation jutsu. The ninjas from Impure World Reincarnation brought the biggest trouble to the Ninja Alliance back then. Orochimaru. You can see the essence of things. Yukushi Kabuto. Thanks to Master Orochimaru's teaching. Tsunade. Okay, you two, master and servant, don't brag about each other here, but what Yukushi Kabuto said is very reasonable. Facing the Ninja Coalition army, Kurenai doesn't need to fight at all. Senju Tobirama. Senju Hashirama. It's numb, he won't summon us 4 shadows to face the Ninja Alliance. Senju Tobirama. Brother, pay attention, it is Sankage, it is impossible for Kurenai to summon 4th Hokage to do this. Reanimation jutsu. Yes. Everyone suddenly realized. Uzumaki, who has learned reanimation jutsu, and whose own strength has entered the 6 paths level, asks who can escape his dirty control. Needless to say, he only needs to summon the 3 Hokages of Senju Hashirama, Senju Tobirama, Sarutobi Hiruzen, and Konoha Village. With the strength of Senju Hashirama, under the condition of unlimited chakra, unlimited stamina, and unlimited life, and only the sealing technique is effective, once the fairy technique is opened, the Buddha is activated, and the mountains and seas are overwhelmed. Suddenly the coalition forces were wiped out. It's numb. Why unite the major ninja villages to kill Konoha Village and go straight to the whirlpool Naruto? If we really want to start a war, wouldn't other ninja villages be like sending them to death? As the controller of Konoha Village, Uzumaki Black Naruto, during the time of drinking and having fun in Konoha Village, the ninja coalition forces were gone. Onoki. He. If we really want to join the war, we will be gone while others are having fun. What kind of bullshit is this? 4th Raikage. Now let's hope that our name will never be mentioned. Tsunade. Don't be funny, if Danzo really uses Konoha Village's secret technique and blood succession as conditions, and the daimyo of the Land of Thunder disagrees, you, 4th Raikage, will be furious. 4th Raikage. 4th Raikage. Speaking of which, Shimura Danzo is responsible for all of this. Shimura Danzo. F***KU. The old man has to look at the meaning of the Fire Country daimyo, but Hemming has to give me an idea, and he came up with the idea, and he also said that I should contact those families in Konoha Village who opposed him, come and cooperate with the outside, and hit him by surprise. Sarutobi Hiruzen. It seems that Kuro Naruto wants to use this incident to completely clear up the ninjas who opposed him in Konoha Village. Udatain Kaharu. Mitokado Homura. Shimura Danzo. Sarutobi Hiruzen. Wait. The old man's Sarutobi clan is dangerous. Laughed. Udatain Kaharu, Mitokado Homura, and Shimura Danzo, all 3 of them nearly squealed out of laughter after hearing Sarutobi Hiruzen's remarks. Who has a problem with Uzumaki Kurenai's Konoha Village? Not you, Sarutobi clan. In order to please the daimyo, he became an undercover agent arranged by the daimyo in Konoha Village, monitoring the big and small things in the 3rd department of Konoha Village. To be finished, it is also the end of the Sarutobi family. However, just as everyone was expecting the follow-up development, the screen with dark borders gradually became blurred. The screen representing Uzumaki Beiming appeared in everyone's field of vision. Yamanaka Ino. Look, is it Uzumaki Beiming? Haruno Sakura. Sure enough, after Naruto became 7th Hokage, his story didn't end. Inuzuka Tooth. Could it be the attack of the Otsutsuki clan? I remember that when Hakanai became 7th Hokage, he had a child with Hinata. Nara Shikamaru. I remember Uzumaki Boruto and Uzumaki Sunflower, they are two cute kids. Uzumaki White Ming. Is it the story of becoming a follow-up to 7th Hokage? In the stands of the Chunin venue, Bai Ming suddenly felt extremely nervous. Do you suddenly know how nervous you are now? Brat. Spiritual world. Nine Tails asked Bai Ming with great interest. To be honest, because Llama. It's a lie that I'm not nervous. Bai Ming didn't yell as stubbornly as before. Comparing this time, he found that in Hemming's world, the pain that he thought ninjas needed to endure did not happen. There are no regrets. Even if there are regrets, He Ming has fulfilled the satisfaction and redemption of those around him. He Ming is not like himself, who encourages people casually and promises people casually. He seems cruel, he seems to be domineering, and he seems to play tricks on everyone. However, no one knows that he is carrying the future of the whole world in his heart. Moreover, he fulfilled Bai Ming's promise to others without saying a word. Story development in the world of Beiming. Hyuga Neji's pain is like a thorn in Bai Ming's heart that cannot be pulled out. Fortunately, when Ningri was in his youth, Haiming helped him fulfill his promise to Neji. As Bai Ming's heart beat faster, the story representing him is presented in the eyes of everyone. Ninja School, Entrance Ceremony. As the purpose of 7th generation, Uzumaki Naruto stands in the front row. Like the former Hokage, he will read the congratulatory speech to the newly enrolled ninja students. It's a pity that when I read Uzumaki Boruto's name, no one responded. Uzumaki. Could it be that Uzumaki? Boom. At the same time, accompanied by a huge bang, a section of Thunder Chariot pulled out and fell to its knees, rushing towards the Hokage Rock representing the identity of 7th Hokage. And slammed into the Hokage Rock abruptly. Soon, a figure appeared. It is the son of 7th Hokage Uzumaki Naruto. Uzumaki Boruto. Audience, good guy. The appearance of Uzumaki Boruto really gave his father a super big surprise. Senju Hashirama. Oh. Is this the Konoha village of the future? It actually has. What kind of transportation is that? It looks much more powerful than a bullock cart. Senju Tobarama. Brother, don't talk if we don't understand, okay? Uchiha Madara. I saw the introduction just now, and that thing is called a car. Hitaki Kakashi. Is it a means of transportation similar to the trains in Snow Country? Orochimaru. Not bad. It seems that under Bai Ming's leadership, Konoha Village's sense of technology has improved a lot. Inuzuka Tooth. I seem to see Shino, he has become a teacher of ninja school. Yamanaka Ino. There is also Shikamaru, who has been behind Bai Ming, which should be equivalent to Hokage's assistant. Haruno Sakura. I also saw a child with the same hairstyle as Shikamaru in the crowd of children, so it couldn't be his son. To avoid embarrassment, during Bai Ming's period, he kept looking for various topics. Uzumaki Beiming is the 7th Hokage of Konoha village. Not only was his son late for the entrance ceremony, but he also made such a big commotion. Although he was helping his classmates, but without the knowledge of so many people, this kind of behavior really discredited his father. And it is in front of the Konoha village executives in the future of Konoha village. However, in terms of age, in Beiming's future world, the age at which children go to school has been greatly delayed. It doesn't look like it's 4 or 5 years old, but it looks like it started school when it was around 10 years old. Uzumaki Beiming's son, Uzumaki Boruto. In order to help his classmates, the performance of the entrance ceremony caused a bigger problem than Bai Ming's childhood pranks. However, all this is not important. The most important thing is that the audience found that Boruto's eyes on Beiming were not quite right. He doesn't have the respect that a son looks at his father. Why this is so, the audience does not understand. Is it because his father is 7th Hokage of Konoha village, so Uzumaki Boruto is born to be spoiled, which makes him look down on his own father? But overall, one thing that is clear to viewers is that under Uzumaki's leadership, the standard of living in the impoverished village has improved. With a higher quality of life, the temperament and character of the new generation will certainly not be the same as the old generation. At this moment, the most nervous person is Hyuga Hinata. Because Boruto is her and Bai Ming's son, from Boruto's blonde hair and blue eyes, the most intuitive thing is the six paths texture on his face. This is Bai Ming's biological son without a doubt. If it is really because of pampering, then Hinata is more responsible. Afterwards, Lyman, the development company of the Thundercar, was responsible for all the losses after the Thundercar ran off the track. And the classmate Boruto helps as the son of Chairman Kaminarimon. Hokage's office, Shikamaru puts the letter from Chairman Kaminarimon on his desk. Around the table, there are all kinds of documents. It looks about the height of a person when stacked up. Also, the number of files is not as simple as just one stack. It can almost be said that Uzumaki Naruto is surrounded. This is. After seeing the documents in 7th Hokage's office, the audience couldn't help but gasp. What happened? Did Uzumaki Bai Ming slack off work, or what reason? Why are there so many documents to be processed in the Hokage office? The screen flickered for several shots. Uzumaki Bai Ming seemed to have such a huge number of files every day. And judging from the other party's exhausted look, Bai Ming absolutely has no possibility of slacking off at work. Tsunade. Wait a minute, a little mess, a little mess. Terumi Mei. Is this picture sure to be the future ninja world? I see the situation in Konoha village, which is very comfortable and peaceful. Why is Bai Ming swallowed up by the files to be processed? Jiraiya. Have you noticed that there is a box of instant noodles on Naruto's desk? Even though he likes to eat instant noodles, but eating in the office, does it mean that he even saves time for eating for work? Tsunade. This is the life of Hokage in the future. Oh my god, who would want to do this kind of Hokage? If you pawn it to a dog, the dog won't do it. Uzumaki Kushina. My son works really hard. Is it because of this that he failed to take care of Boruto, so Boruto looked at him with hostility? Namikaze Minato. Hey. Orochimaru. Hihi, what's the excuse? Even in Naruto-kun's world, Namikaze Minato chose to protect the village and sacrificed his childhood, and never taught him since he was a child. Naruto-kun is not the same as a very filial child? At Orochimaru's words, everyone fell silent. But, who can imagine, Uzumaki Bai Ming, the 7th Hokage, seems to have a never-ending job. Even if the future technology develops very rapidly, why does Bai Ming have such a terrifying workload? What are the other Konoha village ninjas doing? In other departments, is there no one who can help them share the work? Suddenly, everyone remembered what Uzumaki Kuromaki had said to Tsunade and Nara for a long time after he became 6th Hokage. Unless Konoha village is in a catastrophe, you should find a way to solve other problems properly in conjunction with other departments. Otherwise, let me do everything alone. Even if I'm exhausted, I can't finish it, not to mention that going on like that will only cultivate people's laziness. Uchiha Sasuke. Don't make such hasty conclusions. After all, the age and background are different. The future Konoha village is in a state of high development, and the workload may be much larger. Uzumaki Naruto. Hey. Yamanaka Ino. But I don't know exactly what caused Konoha village to develop under such a tense situation. Haruno Sakura. That's right, even if Konoha village enters a high level of development in the future, it won't be so fat in one sitting. Is this trying to exhaust Naruto to death? Future Ninja World. Orochimaru's Sound Ninja Village was re-established, and the artificial man Mizuki was created as his own child. And let Mizuki join Konoha village as a transfer student. Konoha village happened once by a member of the Root organization who inherited the will of Shimura Danzo. The summoning beast, developed through experiments, resides in the body of the daughter and exercises spiritual control over the ninjas of Konoha village. Open the road of revenge against Konoha village. Eventually ended in failure. As a disciple of 5th Hokage Tsunade, Haruno Sakura, a Konoha village elite jonin with excellent medical skills, changed her name to Uchiha Sakura. Because my daughter misunderstood that I was not her own, I used strange force in a fit of anger, which resulted in the collapse of the house. Uchiha Sakura, who hadn't finished repaying the loan, didn't come up in one breath, passed out on the spot and went to the doctor. Accompanied by Uzumaki Naruto, Uchiha Sasuke found Uchiha Sasuke who was on a mission outside. The moment the father and daughter met, Sasuke's first reaction was to almost kill Sasuke with a knife. Fortunately, Seeing the Uchiha clan logo behind her, I realized that the other party was my daughter. Audience. What's the situation? Everyone was bewildered. Uzumaki Beiming and Uchiha Sasuke are the absolute heroes who ended the Fourth Ninja War. The two of them, one less, and the ninja world will fall into the hands of Otsutsuki Kaguya. Judging from the screen, Haruno Sakura should have married Uchiha Sasuke and changed her name to Uchiha House. In the 7th class, Haruno Sakura's last crucial punch was also a crucial punch to seal Kaguya. However, Yamanaka Ino, little Sakura is actually paying the mortgage? Haruno Sakura. Huh? There's always something weird about it. Uchiha Makoto. Oh my god, my son saw my lovely granddaughter and almost killed his own daughter with a knife. What does Sasuke want? Uchiha Sasuke. Mother, I don't know either. Uchiha Fugaku. Hey. This is obviously because I have been away all year round, and I don't know how my daughter has changed when she grows up. Tsunade. Ah. My apprentice passed out on the spot because of the mortgage problem. It's a bit unreasonable. It is absolutely unreasonable. Aside from Uchiha Sakura, who is Uchiha Sasuke? Looking at the entire ninja world, who else can fight against Uzumaki Beiming? As a result, this kind of ninja who doesn't even know what his daughter looks like because of his long-term mission. And his wife, Konoha Village Elite Jonin, Uchiha Sakura of Konoha Village's top medical ninja. The income of the two of them can't even afford a house. On the other hand, Lyman Company, which develops the so-called Thunder Car, is very powerful. Audience. The most depressing one was Uzumaki Beiming. He never imagined that in the ninja world of the future, money is so important. And, look at Sasuke, he must be doing his best for Konoha Village. No. It's not just Konoha Village, the matter he investigated should be related to Otsutsuki Kaguya, which is related to Renzi. Orochimaru. Ah la la, I didn't expect that I would be able to create a sound ninja village and become a parent. I really didn't expect it. Sarutobi Hiruzen. Humph. You feel better. Shimura Danzo. See? Someone will inherit the old man's will, and there is nothing wrong with my approach. Onoki. In this day and age, I should almost die of old age. Future ninja world. Technology is developing rapidly. Among the 5 great ninja villages, there are all minecars specially traveling together. Even if it is Kirigakure across the sea, there are also very convenient luxury cruises between land and sea. The ninja school between the 5 major ninja villages, students can go to other ninja villages for off-school trips before graduation. I'm so happy. Boruto and his contemporaries took a boat from Konoha Village to Kirigakure for a school break. During the period, I also met former 5th Mizukage, Terumi Mei. Although I am old, in the words of Terumi Mei, who wasn't a beauty embryo when he was young? Senju Hashirama. Well, the relationship between the 5 major countries is quite good, and the ninja world is really peaceful. Uchiha Madara. Yeah. Why don't I feel very peaceful? Senju Hashirama. Madara, it's not a wrong thing to admit the excellence of others. Beiming has indeed brought peace to the ninja world. Of course, there may be crazy people who inherit Danzo's will, bandits, but among the 5 major ninja villages it is too easy to solve them because they are closely connected with each other. As long as the 5 major ninja villages do not start wars, other small countries will not be affected. Peace. This is the future I look forward to. Uchiha Madara. Huh. I don't agree, I always feel that things are not as simple as that. However, Kirigakure is not as stable as imagined. A group of fanatical admirers of the Blood Mist village appeared. Steal the ninja swords of the 7 ninja swordsmen, and want to win over the successor of Mizukage, the 7th generation project, to join the 7th ninja swordsman. And started a debate. It's a pity that it was defeated by Uzumaki Boruto and others, and it was shattered. Audience. Etc. What is this? It's messed up, and everyone's brains are numb. As Senju Hashirama said, maybe every ninja village still has some ninjas with sick minds who want to destroy the peace. But dried persimmon ghost shark. The Peachland will never be cut again. Kirigakure, all the ninjas who have taken the name of 7 ninja swordsmen were dumbfounded. So what exactly are the 6 people? That's it. My god, at this level, you want to inherit the name of the 7 ninja swordsmen and start an argument against Poison Hidden Village? What the hell are they pretending to have in their minds? This is completely tarnishing the name of the 7 ninja swordsmen. And the most incomprehensible thing is, what level is Indem Mizukage Chongjuro? Cage level strength was actually injured by a few brats? What is he doing? Everyone's mind is full of question marks. They don't understand the level of the new generation of ninjas, and feel that the villagers can fight them a few times as long as they hold them to the head. Not just Kirigakure, but also Iwagakure. Onoki, who is old, listens to a certain scientist in a daze, and develops an artificial human. As a result, man and man rebelled. 4th Tsuchikage Black Soil, defeated by the artificial man in 2 or 3 hits, and put in a cell. In the end, fortunately, Onogi came to his senses and used the last dust escape to head with the dust escape of the leader of the android. After destroying it, the life of 3rd generation Meta Ying finally came to an end. Onoki. 4th Raikage, technology again? Black Soil. What the hell is going on here? I can't even defeat a few artificial humans. Where is my ninjutsu? Is it just a matter of punching and embroidering legs? Onoki. I can't believe that the content on the screen is really the future of our ninja world. It seems very stable, but the ninja itself seems to be less and less. Orochimaru. Of course, after all, technology can replace too many things. Slowly, people will become dependent on technology and become lazy. Just like the Minecraft invented. In the past, ninjas wanted to rush to other villages by running. During this period, it is also physical exercise. Chakra is the most basic substance for the strength of ninjas. Mental energy and physical energy. The laziness of ninjas will stop their practice. This day is Sunflower's birthday. Uzumaki Naruto and Uzumaki Boruto, who have a tense father-son relationship, meet. Boruto took the initiative to bump fists with Naruto, asking him to promise to go home to celebrate Sunflower's birthday tonight no matter what. Naruto agrees. In the evening, looking at Naruto, Hinata, Boruto and Sunflower who came back were very happy. However, just as Naruto was holding the cake and was about to put it on the dining table, suddenly a burst of white smoke rose and Naruto disappeared. Hateful. Boruto is angry and wants to settle the score with Naruto. As a result, I happened to meet Sasuke, who also came to find Naruto, and learned that Naruto was still in Hokage's office. Sasuke left. When everyone saw this, they understood why the relationship between Uzumaki Boruto and Uzumaki Beiming was so bad. As fathers, Boruto and Shangi are like no father. Especially when he made an agreement with his son, he threw the cake on the ground on the most critical birthday of his daughter. Boruto, whose character is in the rebellious period, will naturally be quite angry. However, who can point out Joe Uobai? His busy appearance makes people feel distressed, with 2 dark circles under his eyes, after getting feedback from Shadow Clone. Knowing that he messed up his daughter's birthday, Bai Ming stared at the photo of 4th Hokage on the wall in a daze. At a loss. You are a bad person, too easy to talk. 9 Tails sighed. Also, I finally went to buy a gift for my daughter, and I wanted to buy a Kurama toy, but I ended up buying a Shuzuru. Okay. I won't argue with you for the time being. Inuzuka Fang finally bought the Kurama toy for you, but someone snatched it halfway. After you catch up, you find that it is a ninja guarding the border. Because you haven't seen your son for a long time, you sneaked back to buy Kurama toys for him. How did you do it? You gave the toy to the other party's son who was peeking in the corner. I don't say anything, because your daughter is kind and can understand. But why did you transfer him back to Konoha village? Is this the right thing to do? Does it show your empathy? Facing Nine Tails' questioning, Beiming didn't know how to respond. After a while, he slowly asked, Kurama, what do you think Kuromaki will do? Nine Tails snorted coldly. HMPH, from what I know about him. He may send homeless men to the work, but you can imagine what he said to Hitaki Tsukumo. You are a ninja, the mission is your bounden duty. Because of your reasons, the mission failed, the country and the village were affected, and you still can't face the accusations of everyone committing suicide? Obviously capable of completing the task, but the task failed due to my own will. If I were in power, I would kill you immediately. In his hands, there is absolutely no one who dares to run back. What a joke, this is dereliction of duty, and there will be big troubles. So I said, with your bad character, your future will be a mess. Do you understand now? You have to do the endless work, the endless documents, and the catching of a thief. Where are the other ninjas in Konoha village? What to eat? If it is useless, it is better to ban it. What Nine Tails said immediately made Uzumaki Beiming bow his head. Was it really wrong for him to do this? Seeing Bai Ming's loss, Nine Tails was a little embarrassed, as if he spoke a little harshly, and his tone softened a lot. Naruto, people's hearts are very complicated. If you blindly treat them well, it will only make them not be afraid of you and act recklessly. I hope you can learn from it, and if you have the opportunity in the future, don't be like you on the screen. The return of Uchiha Sasuke brings important information to Naruto. Otsutsuki Peach Style, Otsutsuki Gold Style. Sasuke was attacked by the two of them while investigating Kaguya's space. Otsutsuki strikes. At this moment, the entire ninja world boiled. Sure enough, it's not that the Otsutsuki clan didn't come, it's just that the time didn't arrive. They will come to the ninja world when Uzumaki Naruto is 32 years old. Tsunade. It's really the Otsutsuki family, their appearance is very similar to Otsutsuki Kaguya. Why? Jiraiya. Will the other party come to the ninja world when Naruto is 32 years old? How much strength does Beiming still retain? Orochimaru. Bai Ming is not clear, his shadow clone will suddenly disappear because of chakras out of control. I didn't expect it, but I think Ming's character should not ask. Terumi Mei. Don't worry, let's take a look. The only people who can resist the Otsutsuki clan today are Bai Ming and Sasuke. Black Zetsu. Hey. I just think what's the use of the other 5 cages? Mizukage was almost overthrown by a few brats, and Tiantian even lost to Uchiha Madara. It's because of Black Zetsu's blind command that caused Kaguya to fail. I feel that the current ninja world might as well be ruled by Kaguya. Senju Hashirama. Madara. Uchiha Madara. Hashi is hot, you really can't see what's going on. Uzumaki Beiming's workload is huge. It proves that there are very few ninjas available in Konoha village, coupled with the high development of technology. Why does it develop so much fast? The only reason is competition. Compete. Only then did the audience realize. Konoha village, Sanagakure, Kirigakure, Cloud Shinobi village, and Iwagakure. Their villages are far more prosperous than ever. It is a pity that there are very few pictures of other villages. Occasionally there will be a flash or two. I feel that the village has not changed much from its current appearance. Compared with Dawn Ninja Village, it feels like two worlds. Nagato. Ah. Why do I suddenly have a bad feeling? Conan. Don't worry, Nagato, even if it's a competition, it's also a technological competition. Without the influence of war, as long as we develop slowly, even if we don't reach a very high level, I believe life will definitely be much better than before. Due to the confidentiality of the information, and not wanting to cause panic in the villagers, Uzumaki Naruto only disclosed the information about Otsutsuki Momo and Jin to the other 4 major powers. The annual Chunin exam is approaching. The shadows of the 5 major ninja villages just take this opportunity to gather in Konoha village. The Chunin exam belonging to the Uzumaki Boruto era is in full swing. In the end, Uzumaki Boruto relied on scientific ninja tools to defeat Gaara's godson and won the final victory. Unfortunately, all this was seen by Uzumaki Naruto, who confiscated Boruto's scientific ninja tools and disqualified him as a ninja. Uzumaki Boruto feels aggrieved, he just wants to perform better in front of his father. Maybe this way Naruto will pay more attention to his feelings. Just when the father and son had a dispute, 2 figures stand above the sky, coming. Uzumaki finally meets the Otsutsuki clan. The audience perked up immediately. The opponent is a pure-blooded Otsutsuki family. Can Bai Ming, who is now a mess under the pressure of life and work, be able to defeat them? The shadows of other ninja villages, what will this look like? The audience was nervous and looking forward to it. However, they discovered a very strange thing. In this era, the Chunin exam was also conducted by several villages together. The big countries will invite the Alliance village and the surrounding Shounen villages to hold this grand Chunin exam together. In the future, none of the ninjas from other small ninja villages seem to send ninjas to take the Chunin exam. Senju Hashirama. Maybe the future is peaceful, so other small countries get ninjas. Senju Tobarama. Maybe, after all, there is no war, and other small countries don't need ninjas. Orochimaru. What is my yin and village? Otsutsuki Peach Style and Gold Style, come to Ninja World. It only takes one light blow, and the entire Chunin exam venue instantly collapses. Uzumaki Boruto has never seen such a battle before, and he was so frightened that he collapsed to the ground. However, seeing Naruto being kicked by Momoshiki, Boruto still used scientific ninja tools to release Funghashui Wudu ninjutsu without hesitation. Unfortunately, all of them were absorbed by Otsutsuki Momoji, the sun god of Gao Yushang Nest. It is the Dao-style Rinnegan ability. The right-hand Rinnegan absorbs ninjutsu and chakra, and uses the left hand to increase its ninjutsu and chakra and then release it. Die. With one arm swing, the fire-style ninjutsu exploded half of the venue. Followed by lightning-style, water-style, earth-style, wind-style. 4 escape ninjutsu followed. But at the same time, several golden lights shot up from all directions of the venue, protecting all the audience present. 7th Hokage. Uzumaki Naruto's shadow clone is burning with golden flames. Roar. Otsutsuki Momoshiki smiled lightly when he saw this. Ant-like mortals like you don't deserve such great power. However, this powerful chakra is exactly the chakra we need for refining medicine. End of words. A huge tailed beast bomb enveloped the entire venue. This is the tailed beast bomb released by Killer Bee absorbed by Taoshi before coming to Naruto. The dark-tailed beast bomb weighs on the hearts of all Konoha village villagers like a catastrophe. They have given up on running for their lives. Because the blow came down, the range of the explosion far exceeded their escape speed. Uchiha Sasuke, Uzumaki Naruto, Uzumaki Boruto and Uchiha Sarana. The 4 stood in the center of the venue, looking up at the tailed beast bomb. Boruto and Zuo Liangna were too shocked to speak. However, Naruto laughed. Looked sideways at Sasuke. Sasuke, the children's safety depends on you. Uchiha Sasuke was silent for 2 seconds after hearing this, and responded, I know. The next second, Uzumaki Naruto clapped his hands and shouted, Kurama, I haven't moved my muscles and bones for a long time, so my body hasn't rusted. Snort. Kurama is as arrogant as ever. Gently snorts. A strong golden light erupted suddenly around Uzumaki Naruto, and in an instant, a golden fox with an incomparably large boss appeared in the venue. Facing the falling-tailed beast bomb, the giant golden fox caught it firmly with both hands. In the mouth, tailed beast bomb was accumulated at the same time. But soon, the golden giant fox revoked the tailed beast bomb again. Father, why didn't father fight back? Boruto asked anxiously. An attack like this, with Naruto's level, can easily destroy it. But if this is done, this area will be completely razed to the ground. Razed to the ground. Although Boruto is dissatisfied with Naruto's behavior, he acts like an unfilial son, but as the child of Naruto and Hinata, he has first-class talents and brains. In an instant, he understood the meaning of Sasuke's words. As Mother Uzumaki Hinata said, your father regards everyone in the village as his family, and it is his mission as Hokage to protect the villagers in the village. To protect the village? Boruto murmurs. At this time, the huge-tailed beast bomb that fell from the sky has been completely wrapped by the golden chakra. With a burst of dazzling white light flashing across the entire Konoha village. Uzumaki Boruto looks at the gradually blurred back of Uzumaki Naruto. Screaming. Father! Hiss! Everyone watching the picture on the screen was stunned. Is this what Otsutsuki Momoshi is capable of? He can multiply the ninjutsu and chakra absorbed to the opponent. It's not just as simple as absorbing chakra. This is the Otsutsuki family. A family at the top of the cosmic pyramid. They don't need to learn the so-called ninjutsu. The natural Rinnegan can make them stand out from the whole ninja world. Think of Otsutsuki Kaguya. Think of Uchiha Madara who can pull out Otsutsuki Hagoromo chakra to form Rinnegan. There is also Nagato who can use the power of the Rinnegan. Under Rinnegan's pupil technique, any ninjutsu will become a joke. Ninjutsu absorption, the Rinnegan's universal pupil power, is simply the natural enemy of ninjas. Senju Hashirama. The ninjutsu that we have worked so hard to study through a long history has no effect on the Otsutsuki clan. Senju Tobarama. Brother, don't be discouraged, we have also researched 8 inner gates formation. Even Uchiha Madara who absorbed 10 tails was almost killed by this move. Uchiha Madara. It's his habit to be depressed. Why do you talk to him? Besides, 8 inner gates formation. How many people in the ninja world do you think can exert the true power of this martial art? Terumi Mei. Uzumaki Beiming won't just sacrifice himself to protect Konoha village, right? Uzumaki Kushina. How come? Taoshi wants Naruto's chakra alchemy, and at this moment alone, the tailed beast bomb is impossible to pose a threat to Naruto. Jiraiya. The Otsutsuki clan is really troublesome. Let's just watch the follow-up development quietly. Namikaze Minato. However, after going through this incident, the relationship between Boruto and Naruto should be able to ease a lot. After the war, Konoha village is protected by Uzumaki Naruto, and the damage caused by the explosion is minimized. Of course, there were also many wounded. Uzumaki Boruto wakes up from the hospital and sees Hinata, who was injured by Naruto because of his resoluteness. He secretly resented his cowardice, especially when I think about being absorbed by the other party because of using scientific ninja tools. Boruto blames himself even more. What ninja, what pride. When I am facing the enemy, I can't do anything. And his father was captured by the enemy because of this. Boruto comes to Hokage's office. At that time, he thought that Hokage was nothing special, but just sitting in the office and instructing others to do things. However, seeing the pile of documents, seeing the instant noodles that I ate, and seeing the piece of Uzumaki Naruto's clothes that he threw away, he finally understood the importance of Konoha village to his father. Fortunately, Uchiha Sasuke is in Konoha. Under his leadership, Uzumaki Boruto once again ushered in the opportunity to perform. Uchiha Sasuke, Uzumaki Boruto, Gaara, Darui, Chojuro, Kuroto. Uzumaki Boruto is stunned. 4 shadows plus Uchiha Sasuke. The lineup to rescue Naruto this time can be described as the strongest lineup in the ninja world. Uchiha Sasuke opened the time-space tunnel through the induction of Uzumaki Naruto chakra. The rescue team, through the space-time tunnel, came to the different space of Otsutsuki Momo. And the few people who appeared suddenly were very successful. Successfully rescued Uzumaki Naruto. The two sides also launched a fierce battle in the different space of Otsutsuki Peach. The war is about to break out. Facing Ming Zuo's teaming up, Otsutsuki Momoshiki is very irritable, and the opponent is about to gain the upper hand. The Otsutsuki who is a servant turns into a chakra elixir for Taoshi to take. From this moment, the whole person has undergone tremendous changes due to Tong Momomo. With a random blow, Uzumaki Naruto and Uchiha Sasuke were sent flying tens of meters. As soon as he raised his hand, he beat Gaara, Chongjuro, Black Earth and Darui until they lost consciousness. In this scene, Uzumaki Boruto was dumbfounded. That is Kazekage, who is extremely powerful in the eyes of everyone in the ninja world, but was knocked to the ground by Otsutsuki Momoshiki. Just when he thought it was over, Uzumaki Naruto and Uchiha Sasuke came out of the ruins clapping their hands. What a monster. Naruto laughs. Dao Shi sees this, and responds with a sneer. Call me a monster, and so are you, fox. Uchiha Sasuke also unbuttoned his windbreaker while walking. This guy's behavior reminds me of my former self. In this case, Uzumaki Naruto paired his fists together, and his body was immediately ignited with golden flames. In an instant, a golden flash and a blue lightning crossed each other. The two suddenly appeared beside Dao Shi, one on the left and the other on the right. Boom. Ming Zuo's attack was easily received by Dao Shi's palms. The first collision of the three parties produced a powerful force that instantly exploded the ground under their feet. An invisible wave of air swept away the surrounding mess. Then let's teach him a lesson, Sasuke, hold head high. Sure enough, we still have to rely on Uzumaki Beiming and Uchiha Sasuke in the end. The audience saw the picture on the screen very clearly, and they knew exactly what happened. Compared with the other 4 shadows, Uzumaki Beiming and Uchiha Sasuke, who faced Otsutsuki directly, were the most beaten. However, the other 4 shadows were defeated by Otsutsuki's Momo-style blow. Film. It is the existence of the strongest fighting force in Ninja Village, which is the most basic rigid condition for the shadow in Ninja Village. Even though Sarutobi Hiruzen was nearly 70 years old and died at the hands of Orochimaru, he could be said to be the top fighting force in Konoha Village at that time. However, the 4 shadows of the future are helpless in the face of the Otsutsuki clan. The opponent's blow can hit them and they can act without moving. This detracts from the honor of bearing the name of Shadow. Moreover, the shadows of Ninja Village have become like this. What about the strength of other ninjas? It is even more unreliable. Onoki. Ah, my granddaughter is a little embarrassed. 4th Raikage. It can't be said that way, after all, Their opponents are the Amazuki clan no less than Kaguya. Uchiha Madara. I'm wondering, since Otsutsuki are so tyrannical, and only Naruto can fight against them, what kind of shitty Gokage meeting is held to discuss dealing with the Otsutsuki clan? Senju Tobarama. This. Pure Land World. Senju Tobarama, who is known for his iron-blooded skills, suddenly felt that what Uchiha Madara said made sense. It was Otsutsuki's intentional fall to Konoha village against Uzumaki Hakunaru and Uchiha Sasuke. If he really wants to wage war on other ninja villages, who can stop him? Otsutsuki, the matter of the clan, is simply ridiculous. Orochimaru. Ha ha ha, compared to Bai Ming, Naruto-kun has the foresight. Since they are not good enough, it is better to obey obediently. Tsunade. I also found out. What's the use of keeping them? The 5 great ninja villages continue to compete in different ways, causing Bai Ming, the 7th Hokage, to be tired every day. What's the point? Onoki. Ahem, cough. You can't speak like this. After all, if one more person comes up with an idea, it will have a certain effect. 4th Raikage. Huh. I think even Tsunade has been polluted by Kuro Naruto, and like Orochimaru, he has become a small fan of Kuro Naruto. Tsunade. You brawny guy, I'm just commenting on this matter in a realistic way, and now I feel more and more that Koronaru's idea is correct. Uchiha Madara. Uzumaki Baiming in the future world is exactly the same as Hashirama in the past. He held a 5-cage meeting to discuss how to deal with Otsutsuki, just like holding a 5-cage meeting to discuss distribution. People are as stupid as tailed beasts. If you don't believe me, just wait and see. I have a strong hunch that Bai Ming will follow in the footsteps of Hashirama. Senju Hashirama. Madara, now the entire ninja world is united against the Otsutsuki clan. He's following in my footsteps. Don't be fooling around here. Uchiha Madara. Huh. How dare you call me fooling around? The cooperation between Uzumaki Naruto and Uchiha Sasuke, the cooperation between the two is still full of tacit understanding. Even though Otsutsuki Momoshiki devours Kinshiki and gains strength, it's a pity that facing the joint attack of Sasuke and Naruto, Otsutsuki Momoshiki looked embarrassed. Uzumaki Naruto and Uchiha Sasuke, the practice of taijutsu is beyond the accident of Otsutsuki Momoji. What's even more frightening is that the two seem to use ninjutsu, but the combination of ninjutsu combined with transformation technique and physical jutsu directly beat Dao Shi into a bit of confusion. Also, Uchiha Sasuke's troublesome Rinnegan pupil technique also made Momoshi's scalp tingle. Planetary devastation sealing technique cast with one arm made Dao Shi scream. However, in the face of Dao Shi, who was sealed by the ants, in a rage, he still escaped from the bondage by relying on his dog's life. It even used the ape rock to call out a huge lava monster, and wanted to fight Ming Zuo to the death. It's a pity that Takashi was finally defeated by Susanoo, a team-up outfit of Ming Zuo and the other two. At the same time, the other 4 shadows came to Mingzo with mutual support. How about it, the enemy is solved, 7th Hokage. Audience. Especially the ninjas in Konoha village, they were immediately numb. As Uchiha Madara said, what use are your other 4 shadows? The battle is over, you just get up. Leaving them seems to be useless except to increase the competitiveness of Ninja Village. However, the appearance of research members from the scientific ninja world once again broke the balance. In order to advertise the scientific ninja world, they rushed to the scene with a photographer, and used the scientific ninja world in their hands to bombard Otsutsuki Momoji wildly. Damn it. Did they follow us and come here? Seeing this, Seiying gritted his teeth with hatred. Unfortunately, everything is a foregone conclusion. Momoshiki, who has absorbed the ninjutsu launched by the scientific ninja equipment, once again stands above the sky. In an instant, Momoshiki used the shadow binding technique of the Nara clan to restrain Uzumaki Naruto, Uchiha Sasuke, and the other 4 shadows in place. Also, because of Naruto's powerful chakra, just in case, Momoshiki didn't give Uzumaki Naruto time to react, so he sealed his chakra with a black stick. Tsunade. Jiraiya. I'm just wondering, this staff member who studies scientific ninja world is from Konoha village. How could he have the guts to secretly follow Sasuke to the Dao-style different space? Orochimaru. Isn't that hard to understand? In the final analysis, it's because Bai Ming's temper is too good, and his subordinates are not afraid of him, the so-called staff, who dare to compose the song. It is advocated to promote scientific ninja tools. Tsunade. HMPH. This kind of person is the most annoying. If he dares to do this in Haiming's world, he can die later. Under the leadership of Uzumaki Beiming in Konoha village, his ninjas had problems again and again. This time, the problem was very serious. If the researcher hadn't acted so recklessly, the battle would have been over. However, just because of his reckless behavior, it may bring disaster to the ninja world. Uzumaki sighed in silence. As Nine Tails said, some people can understand people's hard work if they don't treat him well. The scene once fell into crisis, on the occasion of life and death. Uzumaki Boruto, who was hiding in the dark, remembered Sasuke's words. At critical moments, he must stand up like a ninja. As the son of Uzumaki Naruto, Uzumaki Boruto did not disappoint this time. He merged lightning style's Rasengan, although very small, but the characteristic of being able to disappear made Otsutsuki Momoshi relax his vigilance. This carelessness caused Momoshi to take a Rasengan damage, and the shadow imitation technique that restrained everyone was also resolved at this moment. Namikaze Minato. Boruto, you have some strength. Uzumaki Kushina. Ha ha ha, that's my grandson, how could it be impossible? Jiraiya. Did the incorporation of lightning-style attributes into Rasengan lead to a change in the nature of Rasengan? It can still be thrown out. I have to say, this kid is very talented. Orochimaru. He, the Mitsuki I created can already use the magic chakra. What is Boruto's achievement? Senju Hashirama. Hey. Mizuki is an artificial human, I don't know how far his future can go. Orochimaru. I must have thought of this point in the future. After all, the ability of artificial humans has an upper limit. The reason is that they don't have a so-called heart, just like the group of artificial humans that Onoki asked to create, so I let Mizuki integrate into Konoha village. What I want is for him to learn the most precious thing. Tsunade. Don't tell me, Orochimaru's technology will be top-notch in the future. The artificial humans made by Onogi have no hearts and are imperfect artificial humans. Orochimaru's technology has already made up for this. Orochimaru. Who do you think I am? I am Orochimaru. This time, Uzumaki Naruto and Uzumaki Boruto, there is no barrier between father and son. Boruto understands how powerful his father is, and understands his intention to protect Konoha village. Uzumaki Naruto also understands that his family members also need to be cared for. Uchiha Sasuke takes the lead and draws the fight. And leave the follow-up main attack to Boruto. However, looking at the gravel-like Rasengan in his palm, Boruto showed bitterness. It doesn't matter. Dad will help you. At this time, Uzumaki Naruto gently holds Boruto's palm. A strong chakra instantly wrapped the Rasengan in Boruto's hand. In an instant, a Rasengan, which was so big that Boruto was surprised, appeared in Boruto's hands. Feel the heavy weight of Rasengan in the palm of your hand. Uzumaki Boruto had tears in his eyes and sighed in his heart. How much hard work is required to bear the weight of this strength? The battle started again. Uchiha Sasuke used the characteristics of the heavenly hand force to use kunai to stab Otsutsuki's peach-style Rinnegan that absorbs ninjutsu. Uzumaki Boruto took advantage of the victory to pursue. Momoshiki, not to be outdone, raised his other intact arm, and a huge chakra energy ball immediately appeared in his hand. Unfortunately, in the process of the confrontation, Otsutsuki Momo still lost to Rasengan in the hands of Boruto. As the soaring Rasengan turns to ashes, it worked. The picture on the screen immediately made everyone cheer. With the efforts of Uzumaki Hakunai and Uchiha Sasuke, and Uzumaki Boruto. Momoji and Jinshi of the Otsutsuki clan, the world of the fallen and ninja. The Otsutsuki clan is not invincible, however, all this does not seem to be over. After being defeated, Momoshi appeared in Uzumaki Boruto's spiritual world lord. And tell the other party that he will lose everything in the future. Uzumaki Boruto stared at the imprint that suddenly appeared in his hand, not knowing what happened. This is everyone was stunned. They don't know what the sigil in Boruto's hand represents. But judging from Otsutsuki's smug look, it seems that what this mark represents is not a good thing. Uchiha Madara. Black Zetsu, do you know what's going on? Black Zetsu. How do I know? Uchiha Obito. When you look back, don't Hikiri understand? Hitaki Kakashi. It doesn't feel like a good thing. After Momoshiki died, he was able to break into Boruto's spiritual world. This phenomenon is very scary. Jiraiya. It feels like things are never over. Tsunade. I remember that the person who followed Momoshiki also had Arashiki, that guy. I feel that the Otsutsuki Momo style is resolved, and there is no mood swing. He used the ancient treasures left by the Otsutsuki family dug out of Konoha village to travel through time and space, and wanted to collect the chakra in Naruto's body when he was young. However, they were surrounded by Uzumaki Boruto and Uchiha Sasuke, Uzumaki Naruto and Jiraiya who came with them. In the end, it was defeated again by Rasengan, who was played by Naruto and Boruto. Audience. Uzumaki Beiming and Uzumaki Boruto, the father-son spiral is different from other spirals. What's the matter? When the Otsutsuki clan was fighting, they were all defeated in their hands. Uchiha Madara. Laughing to death, I thought how powerful the Otsutsuki clan was. Senju Hashirama. Well, it seems that the other party is not very good. Otsutsuki Kaguya. The reincarnation of Indra and Ashura, you seem to underestimate Momoshiki, let alone Arashiki, an idiot who failed to carve the reincarnation wedge at the end, but Momoshiki deliberately made you defeat him. He also took the opportunity to hide in Uzumaki Boruto's body. Otsutsuki Hagoromo. Mother, so you are also in here. Black Zetsu. Mother. Nani. The appearance of Otsutsuki Kaguya immediately stunned the audience. There is also the legendary Sage of Six Paths. They hid so deeply, until the Otsutsuki clan attacked the ninja world, these two people suddenly appeared. Uchiha Madara. Senju Hashirama. Oh. It's the ancestor of the ninja, by the way. What did you mean when you said Momoji was intentional? Otsutsuki Kaguya. Huh. Like our real Otsutsuki family, they are immortal existences. Because I took the fruit of the sacred tree, I have achieved real immortality. Like Momo and Pooh, they can completely pass one's own chakra data as transformed into a substance called a wedge, which sneaks into other people's bodies and slowly waits to be thawed, and finally occupies the other's body to achieve the purpose of resurrection. And now Boruto's body can be said to be Otsutsuki's peach style. Nani. Kaguya's intelligence immediately stunned everyone. How could the Otsutsuki clan be so terrifying? And this ability is somewhat similar to Orochimaru's living corpse reincarnation. It's just that the opponent's technique is much more convenient than Orochimaru's living corpse reincarnation. Jiraiya. That is to say, in the future world, Momo-style problems have not been solved in a real sense? Otsutsuki Kaguya. To tell you the truth, there is no solution, unless Boruto himself has the power of the Otsutsuki clan. Momoshiki cannot penetrate into his body. How is that possible? Even if Uzumaki Beiming used to be the reincarnation of Ashura Chakra, and had received the Yang 5 given by Sage of Six Paths. However, they are still ordinary people in the final analysis. Perhaps when they really become the Sage of Six Paths, there will be a certain possibility of resisting the wedge of the Otsutsuki clan. Tsunade. I don't know if Black Naruto, who owns the Sage of Six Paths chakra, is considered to have the power of the Otsutsuki clan, if. Otsutsuki Kaguya. Hehe, that kid Uzumaki Koronaru is really capable. He accidentally made him have the power of Hagoromo and opened Rinnegan, but his power is still not satisfactory. Jiraiya. Nani. If that's the case, once Momoshiki invades Koronaru's body, won't everything be over? Otsutsuki Kaguya. He. The best way for him is to release me and let me rule the ninja world, or he can choose to commit suicide after defeating Momoshiki, Arashiki and Kinshiki, so he doesn't have to worry about picking Jump Out again. Uchiha Madara. How does this feel like the relationship between Tailed Beast and Jinchuriki? Senju Hashirama. Well, that seems to be the case. Otsutsuki Hagoromo. The 9 tails and the remaining chakra of other tailed beasts given to him by the old man in Koronaru's body, can't it resist? Otsutsuki Kaguya. For the specific situation, it depends on Koronaru's method. Don't you think he is very powerful? Audience. What time is this? Otsutsuki Kaguya actually tastes delicious. Women are stingy. Don't let her rule the ninja world, she will play tricks on you. The ninja world that wiped out the trio of Otsutsuki Momoshiki, Kinshiki, and Arashiki temporarily restored peace. The 5 major ninja villages are developing peacefully as before. However, Uzumaki Naruto's relaxed time is not long. Because of the rapid development of science and technology, the funds required by the Sleepy Leaf Village are getting higher and higher. The daimyo from the Daming prefecture of the Land of Fire came to Konoha village by thundercar, and wanted to discuss with Uzumaki Naruto about the Konoha village funding. And this time, the son of the daimyo who yearns for ninjas also came with him. As the 7th Hokage of Konoha village, the relationship between Uzumaki Naruto and the Fire Country daimyo is very good. According to the words of the daimyo, the two are close friends. However, there is very little help that can be given to Konoha village nowadays. This situation also made Naruto very distressed, but there was nothing he could do. However, the son of the Fire Country daimyo has a rivalry with Uzumaki Boruto because of the ninja card problem. Wherever Boruto goes, he will buy the store he enters, to drive Boruto away and make him submit to himself. Moreover, the big-name's son flaunted his wealth lavishly, but was targeted by others, and was eventually kidnapped. The daimyo of Fire Nation who heard that his son was kidnapped immediately took out the ransom demanded by the other party. Fortunately, in the end, the 7th class fought hard and rescued the son of the Fire Country daimyo. And, according to the kidnappers, trapped Yeshi got an important piece of information. A mysterious organization. This. Looking at Uzumaki beaming with an ugly face on the screen. The audience felt sorry for it. Even though he is a hero who saved the world, he was treated unfairly everywhere when he became the Konoha village 7th Hokage. The never-ending work itself makes people feel distressed for Bai Ming. I didn't expect that he would be troubled by money problems now. The daimyo of the Land of Fire talks about having a good relationship with Uzumaki Beiming, but there is no way to help Beiming in action. My own son flaunted his power with money in Konoha village, and after being kidnapped, he still relied on ninjas to rescue him. Uzumaki Kushina. I'm so pissed off. What kind of bullshit is the name of the country of fire, if there is no Naruto, the world is doomed. Does he not know how powerful the Otsutsuki clan is? Haruno Sakura. No wonder I fainted because of the mortgage problem. Not to mention me, even 7th Hokage is worried about money. Yamanaka Ino. I feel that the Fire Country daimyo obviously doesn't want to give it. Didn't you read what he said carefully? Now that the ninja world is peaceful, there is no need for so many ninjas on the surface. Therefore, it is necessary to limit the funding of Konoha village. Inuzuka Tooth. Please, the ninja world is peaceful, but the competitiveness of technology has also risen, so there is no need for money. Nara Shikamaru. Has Uzumaki Beiming been demolished? Sure enough, it is not a good thing to place hope in the hands of others. Jiraiya. This is not just about Beiming alone, it is about the entire collective of Konoha village. The Fire Country daimyo has gone too far. Nine Tails. Sure enough, Hyming was right to rebel against him. See, kid, you are obviously saving the world, but you are running into obstacles everywhere. How much is the name of a hero worth? Orochimaru. Isn't Kaminarimon located in Konoha village? Forget it, with Beiming's character, he will definitely not make things difficult for others. Uzumaki Naruto. Bai Ming only felt his brain buzzing. Is this his future? Not only to face the threat of the Otsutsuki clan, but also to mediate the relationship between Konoha village and other ninja villages. Problem with Konoha village ninja funding. In his chosen era, the daimyo of the Fire Nation used the ping as an excuse to cut down on the ninjas of Konoha village. If this continues, the profession of ninja may be useless. Deidara. Don't talk about money, what is the shell organization? Kakuzu. Literally, the mysterious organization is the same as our Akatsuki. Nagato. I didn't expect that in Bai Ming's future era, there would be an existence similar to ours. Conan. It's not clear what their purpose is. After investigating the information on the existence of the shell organization, Uchiha Sasuke and Sai, according to the information, came to the development base of the shell organization. I heard that the Wei organization was born here. Rain. The pattering down. Uchiha Sasuke and Sai, both wearing raincoats, looking at a tall tower in the distance. According to intelligence, the base of the shell organization is here. Sasuke and Sai, when they were investigating the shell organization base, they met a little brother named Sachiko. Sachiko takes Sasuke and Sai to the dilapidated underground. But halfway, Sachiko betrayed Sasuke and Sai. He brought the other party into a room full of poisonous gas, intending to poison the two of them to death. Unfortunately failed. Sachiko not only did not poison Sasuke and Sai to death, but she was deceived by the shell organization and was poisoned. Obviously, he was used. But in this case, when Sasuke questioned about the shell organization, the house laughed. He said, "Compared to you who stand by and watch us being forced into hell, I am more willing to accept being used by shell organizations. Shell tissue is the hope of the future." End of words. Sachiko stabs kunai directly into her throat. Audience. The picture on the screen surprised everyone. What is it that can cause Sachiko to be used by the shell organization so willingly, and she is unwilling to tell Uchiha Sasuke the truth of the matter? Where it rains all the time, that tall minaret. Dilapidated, and sewage drains everywhere. Here, where exactly? Hidan. Huh. Why does that minaret look so familiar to me, like the minaret where our leader often sits on his tongue? Deidara. Ah? I didn't recognize it unless you said it. It's been raining here. Could it be that this is the future rain shinobi village? Kakuzu. You two have sharp eyes, right? Nagato. Rain shinobi village? Boom. For a moment, Uzumaki Beiming suddenly felt his eyes go dark. What on earth is it? Why did the future rain shinobi village look like this? I clearly promised my brother Nagato to bring peace to rain shinobi village. Is it peaceful? There is nothing peaceful here, especially compared with the 5 great ninja villages. The environment here is simply hell on earth. Call. Uzumaki was breathing heavily. A dilapidated village, in the future of the ninja world he created. Why does there exist such a dilapidated village? And, where is Rain Shinobi Village? Nagato. So our Rain Shinobi Village will become a victim of the competition of the 5 great ninja villages in the future. In the room. Nagato forcibly suppressed the unwillingness and humiliation in his heart. This is the fate of Shaonin Village. Whether in the age of war or in the seemingly peaceful age in the future. Ninja Village will never have a place. Conan was also shocked by the scene in front of him, his eyes trembled slightly, and he couldn't say a word. Originally, she thought that even if the 5 great ninja villages entered other competitions, the Rain Shinobi Village without war would be able to develop slowly through everyone's efforts. At least, life is much better than before. But now, what kind of scene is this? Hidan. What the hell? Why is the boss's Rain Shinobi Village so dilapidated? What happened? Orochimaru. Did the disadvantages in the development of the 5 major ninja villages be invested in the small ninja village? And the resources needed for development will also be obtained in the small ninja village. Deidara. It's really disgusting. Sure enough, those big ninja villages don't care about other villages. No wonder there are no ninjas from other villages participating in the Chunin exam. Life in these ninja villages will be difficult. They still have the energy to develop ninjas? Kakuzu. Did they really get squeezed and disappeared in the long river of history? Uzumaki Kushina. Hey. It shouldn't be. Even if the 5 major ninja villages are developing, those who want to obtain resources should get them from other ninja villages through trading. Uchiha Madara. Uzumaki Beiming Kid's mother. Do you think that given your son's current situation, he still has the energy to take care of these things? Even if Konoha village really forcibly seized it, it may not be reported to him. Orochimaru. His wrist is still soft, and the people under his hands are not afraid of him at all. Not only Rain Shinobi Village, but many villagers in Shinobi Village are starving and quite emaciated. And in these villages, traces of shell tissue are often found. The reason why people's hearts are used is because they see the so-called bright hope in despair. Just like Sachiko, he would rather believe that the shell organization that persecuted him has a bright future than admit the Konoha village on the bright side. Fail. No matter how you analyze it from any angle, the world that Uzumaki Beiming saved from Otsutsuki Kaguya will cause various problems in the next 10 years of development. If the ninja world is really in a state of complete peace, there will be no way for the Wei organization to infiltrate its division at all. They took advantage of the miserable situation of the small village and the desperate psychology of the villagers to search for resources that could be used by themselves in various parts of the ninja world. It made these small villages even worse. And all this seemed to turn a blind eye in the eyes of the 5 great ninja villages. They didn't even know that the enemy had been hidden under their noses. Uchiha Madara. Hashirama. Why don't you talk? Didn't you clamor before that this is the peace you want to see in the 5 great ninja villages? Senju Hashirama. Hey. Madara, it seems that I was wrong. No matter at any time, even if there is no war, the competition between ninja villages will still not stop. Uzumaki Naruto. Brother Nagato, it's my fault. I'm sorry, Rain Shinobi Village. Nagato. Don't say it. I hope that after learning this lesson, you can think about it, and it will be good not to let this happen to him in the future. Nagato didn't know how to confront Uzumaki Beiming in front of him. Scream or blame, after all, none of this has really happened yet. And judging from the content of Bai Ming after he became 7th Hokage, he can't change his appearance every day. Even if it is his own family, he has no way to accompany him. Not to mention Rain Shinobi Village, what can he be expected to do? People's hearts. Greed is not enough. Coupled with Uzumaki Bai Minglin's good character, the other big ninja villages seized this point and crazily made their village stronger and live and work in peace and contentment. As Hokage of Konoha Village, what can Baiwu do? He can only speed up his pace to keep up with other ninja villages. Even if he wants to slow down, the villagers of Konoha Village will not be willing. Rather than saying that Uzumaki Beiming is the 7th Hokage of Konoha Village, it is better to say that he is a tool for enjoying life in Konoha Village and even the 5 ninja villages. If there is danger, Bai Ming will come, and if there is something to do, Bai Ming will do it. They only care about feeding themselves and the whole family is not hungry. Who cares about the life and death of other ninja villages? At this moment, people discovered that Uzumaki's character and charm are the temperament that a true ruler should have. I can let you live a stable life, but you must all be obedient to me, or I will kill you. Simple and crude, but extraordinarily effective. The Shell organization is secretly doing all the shady things. In their organization, there are a few ninjas with extraordinary strength, and the tone is said to be ninjas, rather than artificial humans. However, these people were dealt with by Konoha Village one after another. However, all of this is not the most important, and the purpose of the shell tissue is not the most important. The main thing is that a teenager named Chuanmu during their transportation was brought to Konoha Village. Call. Uzumaki was breathing heavily. A dilapidated village, in the future of the ninja world he created. Why does there exist such a dilapidated village? And, where is Rain Shinobi Village? Nagato. So our Rain Shinobi Village will become a victim of the competition of the 5 great ninja villages in the future. In the room, Nagato forcibly suppressed the unwillingness and humiliation in his heart. This is the fate of Shaonin Village. Whether in the age of war or in the seemingly peaceful age in the future, Ninja Village will never have a place. Conan was also shocked by the scene in front of him, his eyes trembled slightly, and he couldn't say a word. Originally, she thought that even if the 5 great ninja villages entered other competitions, the Rain Shinobi Village without war would be able to develop slowly through everyone's efforts. At least, life is much better than before. But now, what kind of scene is this? Hidan. What the hell? Why is the boss's Rain Shinobi Village so dilapidated? What happened? Orochimaru. Did the disadvantages in the development of the 5 major ninja villages be invested in the small ninja village? And the resources needed for development will also be obtained in the small ninja village. Deidara. It's really disgusting. Sure enough, those big ninja villages don't care about other villages. No wonder there are no ninjas from other villages participating in the Chunin exam. Life in these ninja villages will be difficult. They still have the energy to develop ninjas? Kakuzu. Did they really get squeezed and disappeared in the long river of history? Uzumaki Kushina. Hey. It shouldn't be. Even if the 5 major ninja villages are developing, those who want to obtain resources should get them from other ninja villages through trading. Uchiha Madara. Uzumaki Beiming Kid's mother, do you think that given your son's current situation, he still has the energy to take care of these things? Even if Konoha Village really forcibly seized it, it may not be reported to him. Orochimaru. His wrist is still soft, and the people under his hands are not afraid of him at all. Not only Rain Shinobi Village, but many villagers in Shinobi Village are starving and quite emaciated. And in these villages, traces of shell tissue are often found. The reason why people's hearts are used is because they see the so-called bright hope in despair. Just like Sachiko, he would rather believe that the shell organization that persecuted him has a bright future than admit the Konoha Village on the bright side. Fail. No matter how you analyze it from any angle, the world that Uzumaki Beiming saved from Otsutsuki Kaguya will cause various problems in the next 10 years of development. If the ninja world is really in a state of complete peace, there will be no way for the Wei organization to infiltrate its division at all. They took advantage of the miserable situation of the small village and the desperate psychology of the villagers to search for resources that could be used by themselves in various parts of the ninja world. It made these small villages even worse. And all this seemed to turn a blind eye in the eyes of the 5 great ninja villages. They didn't even know that the enemy had been hidden under their noses. Uchiha Madara. Hashirama. Why don't you talk? Didn't you clamor before that this is the peace you want to see in the 5 great ninja villages? Senju Hashirama. Hey. Madara, it seems that I was wrong. No matter at any time, even if there is no war, the competition between ninja villages will still not stop. Uzumaki Naruto. Brother Nagato, it's my fault, I'm sorry Rain Shinobi Village. Nagato. Don't say it, I hope that after learning this lesson, you can think about it, and it will be good not to let this happen to him in the future. Nagato didn't know how to confront Uzumaki Beiming in front of him. Scream or blame after all, none of this has really happened yet. And judging from the content of Bai Ming after he became 7th Hokage, he can't change his appearance every day. Even if it is his own family, he has no way to accompany him. Not to mention Rain Shinobi Village, what can he be expected to do? People's hearts. Greed is not enough. Coupled with Uzumaki Bai Minglan's good character, the other big ninja villages seized this point and crazily made their village stronger and live and work in peace and contentment. As Hokage of Konoha Village, what can Baiwu do? He can only speed up his pace to keep up with other ninja villages. Even if he wants to slow down, the villagers of Konoha Village will not be willing. Rather than saying that Uzumaki Beiming is the 7th Hokage of Konoha Village, it is better to say that he is a tool for enjoying life in Konoha Village and even the 5 ninja villages. If there is danger, Bai Ming will come, and if there is something to do, Bai Ming will do it. They only care about feeding themselves and the whole family is not hungry. Who cares about the life and death of other ninja villages? At this moment, people discovered that Uzumaki's character and charm are the temperament that a true ruler should have. I can let you live a stable life, but you must all be obedient to me, or I will kill you. Simple and crude, but extraordinarily effective. The Shell organization is secretly doing all the shady things. In their organization, there are a few ninjas with extraordinary strength, and the tone is said to be ninjas, rather than artificial humans. However, these people were dealt with by Konoha Village one after another. However, all of this is not the most important, and the purpose of the shell tissue is not the most important. The main thing is that a teenager named Chuanmu during their transportation was brought to Konoha Village. Because Uzumaki Naruto wanted to know about shell organization, he didn't embarrass him because of Kawaki's identity. No one else was allowed to torture him to extract a confession or to probe his brain. As if seeing through Chuanmu's stubbornness, and seeing that the other party was as old as Boruto, Naruto left him at home. And teach him ninjutsu as a master, and want to influence him slowly. Audience. This is really speechless. The other party is a member of the Shell organization, and Uzumaki Beiming's heart began to flood. Losing Chuanmu's shell tissue, the boss Sishuen was quite furious. Send Android Deluda to go to Konoha Village and bring him back to Chuanmu. However, Deruda failed. Even if she hits Naruto hard, even if she can absorb chakra, but in front of Naruto's powerful chakra, she absorbs too much and causes herself to be scrapped. There is no way. Sishuen, the leader of the Shell organization, went to Konoha in person and captured Chuanmu back. This scene stunned everyone. The boss of the Carapace organization is full of blood and blood, so he went to Konoha alone? But thinking that Deruda has injured Naruto, the boss of the Shell organization must be strong. After Sishuen arrived at Konoha Village, he went directly to Uzumaki Naruto's house through space-time ninjutsu. Unfortunately, I was bumped into by Uzumaki Naruto who was guarding at home. Thus, the two came to the different space developed by Sishuen. Then Uchiha Sasuke chases after Naruto's chakra. The battle will start as soon as it breaks out. Sishuen's ability is very special, he can actually make things other than people smaller, and he can change his body size at will. Uzumaki Naruto and Uchiha Sasuke are in a hard fight. It has to be said that the cooperation between the two is still very subtle, and soon, Sishuen fell into a disadvantage. But something unexpected happened. Ming Zuo didn't expect that Sishuen didn't use all his strength. When he exerted all his strength, several black patterns appeared on his body, and horns appeared on his head. In this state, Sishuen kicked Sasuke's complete body, Susanoo, and blasted the golden giant fox with one punch. Uzumaki Naruto and Uchiha Sasuke were instantly nailed to the ground with black sticks. In desperation, Uchiha Sasuke used time and space to escape under Naruto's strong request, while Uzumaki Naruto was sealed in a different space. Nani? Shocked. This time, the audience was truly dumbfounded. Uzumaki Beiming and Uchiha Sasuke, two pinnacle existences in the ninja world, were beaten helplessly by Sishuen of the Shell Organization. What on earth is it? Jiraiya. This Sishuen is too scary, right? Tsunade. Impossible. Is this something humans can do? Uchiha Madara. Kicked Susanoo, punched the golden giant fox in Bai Ming's Nine Tails mode. Who is he? Orochimaru. And his state change. Why does it feel so strange, just like my curse mark? Just who is Sishuen? No one knows who his identity is, but his strength's terrifying index has already exceeded the range that everyone can understand. Onoki. Who the hell is he, and why is he scarier than the Otsutsuki clan? Fourth Raikage. Even Momoshiki can't defeat Naruto's teamwork. Who the hell is he? Sishuen, who sealed Naruto, did not rush to Konoha village again. It seems that it is also because the power used just now is too fierce. Sishuen needs to cultivate for a while, and then go to Konoha village to find Zio. However, during this period, Amador, the scientist of the Shell Organization, betrayed Sishuen and sneaked to Konoha village. Taking advantage of this gap, Uzumaki Boruto and Chuanmu followed Naruto's chakra to find the device that seals Naruto. And, together, they defeated the Watchmen and rescued the sealed Uzumaki Naruto back to Konoha village. Naruto's teaching to Chuanmu really influenced Chuanmu. This time the rescue, Chuanmu did his best and was not afraid of sacrifice. What's even more strange is that the Shell Organization's high-end combat power, the cyborg Yu Shin layman, also chose to betray Sishuen at this moment. Audience. What kind of trouble is this? Everyone was a little confused when they saw this. Amador is a very important person in the Shell Organization, and almost all of the Shell Organization's combat power has been developed by him. Just when Zan defeated Ming Zuo, why did Amador suddenly rebel? No one can understand his behavior. Jiraiya. And that man-made man who looks like me, why did he also rebel? Orochimaru. It's not easy. Layman Guoxin should be an artificial human made according to your template. He himself was created by Amador. If Amador is gone, Layman Guoxin will definitely betray Sishuen. Hidan. What kind of shit organization is this? To play this kind of thing, our Shao organization, even if Uchiha Itachi is an undercover agent, he never betrayed us. Deidara. Yeah. Hidan, in the world of Koronaru, Uchiha Itachi betrayed us. Hidan. He betrayed Uchiha Obito, and he didn't tell Himing about the information about our Akatsuki organization. Uchiha will only betray his compatriots, not the organization. Uchiha Sasuke. You pervert, are you out of your mind? Hidan. Huh? In order to protect himself, Amador came to Konoha village to see the rescued Uzumaki Naruto and the injured Uchiha Sasuke. And, he put the player in the meeting room, and the screen played was the battle between Layman Guoxin and Sishuen. Most shockingly, according to Amador's narrative, Sishuen himself is just an ascetic monk. However, his body was occupied by Otsutsuki, who was attacked by Kaguya at the beginning and almost died. Call. Uzumaki was breathing heavily. A dilapidated village, in the future of the ninja world he created. Why does there exist such a dilapidated village? And, where is Rain Shinobi village? Nagato. So our Rain Shinobi village will become a victim of the competition of the 5 great ninja villages in the future. In the room. Nagato forcibly suppressed the unwillingness and humiliation in his heart. This is the fate of Shaonin village. Whether in the age of war or in the seemingly peaceful age in the future. Ninja village will never have a place. Conan was also shocked by the scene in front of him, his eyes trembled slightly, and he couldn't say a word. Originally, she thought that even if the 5 great ninja villages entered other competitions, the Rain Shinobi village without war would be able to develop slowly through everyone's efforts. At least, life is much better than before. But now, what kind of scene is this? Hidan. What the hell? Why is the boss's Rain Shinobi village so dilapidated? What happened? Orochimaru. Did the disadvantages in the development of the 5 major ninja villages be invested in the small ninja village? And the resources needed for development will also be obtained in the small ninja village. Deidara. It's really disgusting. Sure enough, those big ninja villages don't care about other villages. No wonder there are no ninjas from other villages participating in the Chunin exam. Life in these ninja villages will be difficult. They still have the energy to develop ninjas? Kakuzu. Did they really get squeezed and disappeared in the long river of history? Uzumaki Kushina. Hey. It shouldn't be. Even if the 5 major ninja villages are developing, those who want to obtain resources should get them from other ninja villages through trading. Uchiha Madara. Uzumaki Beiming Kid's mother. Do you think that given your son's current situation, he still has the energy to take care of these things? Even if Konoha village really forcibly seized it, it may not be reported to him. Orochimaru. His wrist is still soft, and the people under his hands are not afraid of him at all. Not only Rain Shinobi village, but many villagers in Shinobi village are starving and quite emaciated. And in these villages, traces of shell tissue are often found. The reason why people's hearts are used is because they see the so-called bright hope in despair. Just like Sachiko, he would rather believe that the shell organization that persecuted him has a bright future than admit the Konoha village on the bright side. Fail. No matter how you analyze it from any angle, the world that Uzumaki Beiming saved from Otsutsuki Kaguya will cause various problems in the next 10 years of development. If the ninja world is really in a state of complete peace, there will be no way for the Wei organization to infiltrate its division at all. They took advantage of the miserable situation of the small village and the desperate psychology of the villagers to search for resources that could be used by themselves in various parts of the ninja world. It made these small villages even worse. And all this seemed to turn a blind eye in the eyes of the 5 great ninja villages. They didn't even know that the enemy had been hidden under their noses. Uchiha Madara. Hashirama. Why don't you talk? Didn't you clamor before that this is the peace you want to see in the 5 great ninja villages? Senju Hashirama. Hey. Madara, it seems that I was wrong. No matter at any time, even if there is no war, the competition between ninja villages will still not stop. Uzumaki Naruto. Brother Nagato, it's my fault, I'm sorry Rain Shinobi village. Nagato. Don't say it, I hope that after learning this lesson, you can think about it, and it will be good not to let this happen to him in the future. Nagato didn't know how to confront Uzumaki Beiming in front of him. Scream or blame after all, none of this has really happened yet. And judging from the content of Bai Ming after he became 7th Hokage, he can't change his appearance every day. Even if it is his own family, he has no way to accompany him. Not to mention Rain Shinobi village, what can he be expected to do? People's hearts. Greed is not enough. Coupled with Uzumaki Bai Minglin's good character, the other big ninja villages seized this point and crazily made their village stronger and live and work in peace and contentment. As Hokage of Konoha village, what can Baiwu do? He can only speed up his pace to keep up with other ninja villages. Even if he wants to slow down, the villagers of Konoha village will not be willing. Rather than saying that Uzumaki Beiming is the 7th Hokage of Konoha village, it is better to say that he is a tool for enjoying life in Konoha village and even the 5 ninja villages. If there is danger, Bai Ming will come, and if there is something to do, Bai Ming will do it. They only care about feeding themselves and the whole family is not hungry. Who cares about the life and death of other ninja villages? At this moment, people discovered that Uzumaki's character and charm are the temperament that a true ruler should have. I can let you live a stable life, but you must all be obedient to me, or I will kill you. Simple and crude, but extraordinarily effective. The Shell organization is secretly doing all the shady things. In their organization, there are a few ninjas with extraordinary strength, and the tone is said to be ninjas, rather than artificial humans. However, these people were dealt with by Konoha village one after another. However, all of this is not the most important, and the purpose of the shell tissue is not the most important. The main thing is that a teenager named Chuanmu during their transportation was brought to Konoha village. Because Uzumaki Naruto wanted to know about shell organization, he didn't embarrass him because of Kawaki's identity. No one else was allowed to torture him to extract a confession or to probe his brain. As if seeing through Chuanmu's stubbornness, and seeing that the other party was as old as Boruto, Naruto left him at home. And teach him ninjutsu as a master, and want to influence him slowly. Audience. This is really speechless. The other party is a member of the Shell organization, and Uzumaki Beiming's heart began to flood. Losing Chuanmu's shell tissue, the boss Sishuen was quite furious. Send android Deluda to go to Konoha village and bring him back to Chuanmu. However, Deruda failed. Even if she hits Naruto hard, even if she can absorb chakra, but in front of Naruto's powerful chakra, she absorbs too much and causes herself to be scrapped. There is no way. Sishuen, the leader of the Shell organization, went to Konoha in person and captured Chuanmu back. This scene stunned everyone. The boss of the Carapace organization is full of blood and blood, so he went to Konoha alone? But thinking that Daruda has injured Naruto, the boss of the Shell organization must be strong. After Sishuen arrived at Konoha village, he went directly to Uzumaki Naruto's house through spacetime ninjutsu. Unfortunately, I was bumped into by Uzumaki Naruto who was guarding at home. Thus, the two came to the different space developed by Sishuen. Then Uchiha Sasuke chases after Naruto's chakra. The battle will start as soon as it breaks out. Sishuen's ability is very special, he can actually make things other than people smaller, and he can change his body size at will. Uzumaki Naruto and Uchiha Sasuke are in a hard fight. It has to be said that the cooperation between the two is still very subtle, and soon, Sishuen fell into a disadvantage. But something unexpected happened. Ming Zuo didn't expect that Sishuen didn't use all his strength. When he exerted all his strength, several black patterns appeared on his body, and horns appeared on his head. In this state, Sishuen kicked Sasuke's complete body, Susanoo, and blasted the golden giant fox with one punch. Uzumaki Naruto and Uchiha Sasuke were instantly nailed to the ground with black sticks. In desperation, Uchiha Sasuke used time and space to escape under Naruto's strong request, while Uzumaki Naruto was sealed in a different space. Nani? Shocked. This time, the audience was truly dumbfounded. Uzumaki Beiming and Uchiha Sasuke, two pinnacle existences in the ninja world, were beaten helplessly by Sishuen of the Shell organization. What on earth is it? Jiraiya. This Sishuen is too scary, right? Tsunade. Impossible. Is this something humans can do? Uchiha Madara kicked Susanoo, punched the golden giant fox in Bai Ming's Nine Tails mode. Who is he? Orochimaru. And his state change. Why does it feel so strange, just like my curse mark? Just who is Sishuen? No one knows who his identity is, but his strength's terrifying index has already exceeded the range that everyone can understand. Onoki. Who the hell is he, and why is he scarier than the Otsutsuki clan? Fourth Raikage. Even Momoshiki can't defeat Naruto's teamwork. Who the hell is he? Sishuen who sealed Naruto did not rush to Konoha village again. It seems that it is also because the power used just now is too fierce. Sishuen needs to cultivate for a while, and then go to Konoha village to find Zio. However, during this period, Amador, the scientist of the Shell organization, betrayed Sishuen and sneaked to Konoha village. Taking advantage of this gap, Uzumaki Boruto and Chuanmu followed Naruto's chakra to find the device that seals Naruto. And, together, they defeated the Watchman and rescued the sealed Uzumaki Naruto back to Konoha village. Naruto's teaching to Chuanmu really influenced Chuanmu. This time the rescue, Chuanmu did his best and was not afraid of sacrifice. What's even more strange is that the Shell organization's high-end combat power, the cyborg Yu Shin layman also chose to betray Sishuen at this moment. Audience. What kind of trouble is this? Everyone was a little confused when they saw this. Amador is a very important person in the Shell organization, and almost all of the Shell organization's combat power has been developed by him. Just when Zan defeated Ming Zuo, why did Amador suddenly rebel? No one can understand his behavior. Jiraiya. And that man-made man who looks like me, why did he also rebel? Orochimaru. It's not easy. Layman Guoxin should be an artificial human made according to your template. He himself was created by Amador. If Amador is gone, Layman Guoxin will definitely betray Sishuen. Hidan. What kind of shit organization is this? To play this kind of thing, our Shao organization, even if Uchiha Itachi is an undercover agent, he never betrayed us. Deidara. Yeah. Hidan, in the world of Koronaru, Uchiha Itachi betrayed us. Hidan. He betrayed Uchiha Obito, and he didn't tell Hymen about the information about our Akatsuki organization. Uchiha will only betray his compatriots, not the organization. Uchiha Sasuke. You pervert, are you out of your mind? Hidan. Huh? In order to protect himself, Amador came to Konoha village to see the rescued Uzumaki Naruto and the injured Uchiha Sasuke. And, he put the player in the meeting room, and the screen played was the battle between Layman Guoxin and Sishuen. Most shockingly, according to Amador's narrative, Sishuen himself is just an ascetic monk. However, his body was occupied by Otsutsuki, who was attacked by Kaguya at the beginning and almost died. Audience. What? Sichuan's true identity is actually Otsutsuki Ichishi, Otsutsuki family. Tsunade. Impossible. He is actually from the Otsutsuki family, and he was attacked by Kaguya. Jiraiya. Doesn't this mean that the other party is the Otsutsuki clan who came to the ninja world with Otsutsuki Kaguya? Onogi. No wonder he was so brave, he beat Naruto and the other two to the ground in an instant. This level is not at the same level at all. In an instant, ninja world panicked. At least they know that besides the sealed Otsutsuki Kaguya, somewhere in their ninja world, there is another Otsutsuki clan named Otsutsuki Yishi. Otsutsuki Kaguya. Sure enough, it was him. I didn't expect him to be alive. I saw his familiar horns just now, so I guessed it was him. Black Zetsu. Mother, what is going on here? According to Amador's detailed description, Otsutsuki Ichishiki and Kaguya came to the ninja world to plant a god tree and absorb the power of this planet for their own evolution. However, Kaguya fell in love with this planet, took advantage of Yishi's unpreparedness, sneaked up on Yishi, and threw it into Tianwei's mouth. The juvenile 10 tails grew up after devouring the blood of Otsutsuki and became complete 10 tails, which is the so-called sacred tree. It's a pity that Yishi didn't die. With his last breath, he attached himself to an ascetic monk named Sichuan. And after recovering a certain amount of strength, he carved a wedge on Sichuan, and eventually died, but achieved resurrection through Sichuan. However, Sichuan's body could not withstand his strongest strength. After a long search, Otsutsuki finally found a suitable body, Kawaki. Then he carved his own wedge for Chuanmu, for his own resurrection at that time. Amado believes that once Yishi is revived through Chuanmu, the world will be over. His purpose is to let the layman Guoxin force Otsutsuki to reveal his true body. As long as Yishi reveals his real body, the wedge he carved on Sichuan's body will disappear completely. Moreover, the wedges of the Otsutsuki family have one thing in common. In order to prevent the repetition of temperament, if one wedge disappears, all the molds on the container will be healed. Guo Xin layman successfully forced out Otsutsuki's real body, and the wedge on Chuan Mu's body also disappeared. During this period, as long as Ichishi is prevented from finding Chuanmu again, he will disappear forever. Whether it is the people of the future or the people of the present. One thing they know very well is that after learning all the truth, after learning that Chuanmu is the resurrection container of Otsutsuki style, just kill Kawaki. It's all settled. However, they are more aware of Uzumaki Beiming's personality. For Chuanmu, he will definitely not do anything. There is no time to procrastinate on the form of restoring the real body. After defeating Jushi Guoxin, he immediately went to Konoha village. Uzumaki Naruto didn't kill Kawaki, but hid it. Feeling the arrival of Yishi, Uzumaki Naruto can start to respond. It's a pity that Naruto is vulnerable to Yishi to restore his real body. At the critical moment, Uchiha Sasuke came on the stage, allowing Uzumaki Boruto to use the power of the Peach Wedge to bring Yishi into another different space. Subsequently, Uzumaki Naruto and Uchiha Sasuke, together with Uzumaki Boruto, started a fierce battle with Otsutsuki in a different space. Their purpose is to drag Otsutsuki until the opponent's body completely collapses. Uchiha Madara. Hey, it's really troublesome, asking for trouble. Bai Ming's character is too annoying. Senju Hashirama. Madara, Beiming just wants to protect a child. Senju Tobarama. Brother, this time I won't stand on your side to talk. The other party is Otsutsuki. Once he gets his way, the world will be over. Senju Hashirama. Even if he finds Chuanmu and carves a wedge for him, it will not be too late to deal with Chuanki. I remember that it will take time for the wedge to thaw. Yamanaka Ino. But this battle may lead to the sacrifice of Naruto and Sasuke. What will happen to the ninja world in the future? 9 Tails, HMPH. I just said that Bai Ming has a troublesome personality, which is unbearable, and he died early and was reincarnated early.